Everybody.
The end of an era.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
It's the last Friendsim.
Welcome
I'm
This is the last
sad.
one?
to
I
the
don't know anything
end
about it.
of Friendvangelion.
Oh, what?
It's the end of
Oh.
Friendvangelion.
Oh, great. Well,
Fun fact,
it's special now.
that's actually the title of one of the songs in the game.
Is it?
Yep,
Is it really?
it is.
Okay.
Fun. Well, we still have ham steak.
Yes.
We sure
We
do.
do still have that. And we're definitely going to continue it.
We are.
But today we're going to finish this thing.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Let's do it.
so let's go ahead and get this started.
Dude, who
Now-
are the last two, actually three characters in Friendsim? Who are
That's
they?
a good question.
Look
Man.
at all these
Oh, look
friends.
at all
Look at
these
all
friends that we
these
made along the
friends.
way.
Oh, the slow scroll. I
Look
love
at
it.
all the friends we've made.
Oh, remember the weird bee guy?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
Now,
ZBD was a
remember
bit of a
all
weirdo, wasn't he?
these guys.
Oh,
my
Karaka.
God.
Oh, yeah.
And
Look at all
one
these people we had friends with.
Oh,
And then-
good friends, good friends.
We
Good
got
friends.
the
There they
last chapter. Oh,
Oh.
but
Of
wait.
endings many.
That's strange. There
Yeah?
still seems to be some scroll bar left.
What?
We'll leave
What?
that as a
Huh?
mystery.
Wait,
We
wait,
don't know,
wait.
we don't know about it.
I do not know about
I
it.
don't know what that
Who wants
either.
to be the
All
first
right.
narrator?
No, we can't.
I'll read this part. You crash landed onto a planet called Alternia. You staggered from the wreckage of your ship. You were desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you were desperate for... Friendship. Is what you could say if you were written by a bunch of hacks who cared about the Aristotelian ideal of narrative unity. Possibly you could make some reference to a circle being complete in a thoughtless and imbecilic manner. But we're all in this together, right? And we've all learned and grown enough to know that there's something deep and dark and absurd brewing beneath the surface. This really isn't the Franz shop anymore, is it? You've got enough Franz. Now you need answers. You need... Oh, god damn it. This was just the intro scene.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at these friends. Oh!
Oh, they're so
Barzum and
cute.
Barzum and Bisley are a little cuter than I thought they would be.
I
Oh,
love them.
damn. I thought they were gonna be hella creepy based off of their very symbolic artwork off of the website, right? But
Yeah, but
nah, they
they're-
all just look cute. Look at everybody here.
adorable.
All right. So who's who?
Well,
I think maybe me and
I
Hannah.
read last time, right?
That's true.
So that leaves
Jay as Link.
Jay has all the characters.
Jay,
is
you've
every
always had
I know, we
character.
did that once before, and oh no.
Jay has done literally all of tonight's content by herself.
No, I have chicken in my hand.
Oh,
That's tragic.
that is
In a
tragic.
bowl.
That sounds like a new problem.
No.
If I may make a
Well-
recommendation, could we do Barzum and Bailey?
Yeah, we could do that.
Barzum,
This should-
God, look at
Barzum
him.
and Baisley. Is that supposed to be a pun off of Barnum and Bailey?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
it probably is.
So is
Okay.
this
They just flip. Look at that.
just me and Hannah?
No, this is my left hand and my right hand. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, no, God, no.
Well, I guess I'll keep reading then.
Go for it.
Go.
You gotten pretty good at the old friend-making game by now, but even an old hand at palling around like you, a real platonic Lothario, has bad nights sometimes. Tonight was one of those nights. It's getting close to morning and not a new friend in sight. You'd met new people, sure, but none of your conversations had panned out the way you wanted them to. Every interaction had come to a close with your friend count no higher than when you'd started. No matter how many compliments, offers to help, and other tried and true friending strategies you'd whipped out. Interesting wording. You won't stand for it. You're determined to finish out the night with at least one more new buddy's name in your little black friendship book. But with the sun's about to rise... Suns? Yeah. You have to admit you're cutting it a little close. As each minute ticks by, the sun gets a little lighter, and the possibility of dying an agonizing, fiery death gets higher. Maybe it'd be best for you to just pack it in and find somewhere to spend the day. You pick up your trusty palm husk and call up one of the many friends you already have to ask if you can crash. Hell, Maybe Skilla will be up for sharing a Recuperacoon again. This
Oh.
soothing ooze has kind of grown on you, and sleeping next to Skilla always makes you feel so comfy and safe.
Oh.
Turns out Skilla is more than down with you coming over. Time to make tracks. You turn tail and hurry in the direction of Skilla's digs, but it's not long until you run into a distraction.
Phew.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, it's a distraction.
Cool.
What is that?
It's
Neat.
my future house.
I love it.
That distraction is in the form of a house. It's a dark, crooked thing hulking close to the ground, slatted wood walls, sloping roofs, vines cling to it like dust and cobwebs cling to forgotten things in the attic. Something about it feels off. It possesses a certain energy that sends shivers up your spine, making your hair stand on end. An instinct deep in your gut is telling you to give it a wide berth. On the other hand, it's shelter. Skilla's place is a ways off yet, while the house is right here in front of you. It could be worth seeing if whoever lives here is willing to... Okay, it's green. It looks like it's good. We should be back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay, yeah,
All
there
right,
we
cool.
go.
Yay! Hooray!
Weird.
Yeah, I don't-
Sorry, guys.
That was weird.
I don't know what happened. Your internet didn't drop. We were still talking to you.
Yeah, no,
it
and I
happened to me
literally just
before,
streamed
too.
for like almost 4
On
hours
Pokemon.
prior to this, so whatever.
Yeah.
That was bizarre.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening. You didn't just establish the HVC, the GBS Plus. There's always the chance that the inhabitants will call instead of help you. You're sticking to your original plan. Thank you very much. Boop.
Boop.
Firmly ignoring the house, you continue on your way. You make good progress for a while. Your Maps app says you're heading in the right direction, except... Oh, what the fuck? Why are you here again? Did you take a wrong turn somewhere? Whatever, you're not gonna dwell on it. Time is running out, and you need to get away from this stupid house pronto. You'll make sure to do it right. This time you'll go... Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Left.
Left.
Left. Okay, you split, breaking into a jog. Sprint. The scenery flicks past you as you pick up the pace, urgency spurring you on. It's getting even lighter. Won't be long now. What? You check your palm husk again. You're right back where you started. Even though just a moment ago, the map's GPS put you in a decent distance away. This is ridiculous. There's obviously something weird going on, but the suns are creeping over the horizon. Time's up. There's nothing else for it. You make your way towards the house, even though everything inside of you is screaming at you to stay away, even though with every step you take, your chest tightens and your hands tremble. Ooh, excuse me. By the time you reach the door, you're shaking like a leaf. Adrenaline zings through you. You could choke on it. You want to run, but you force yourself to keep moving forward. It's a slow motion race between you and the sunrise. At this rate, the suns will make it all the way into the sky before you can even knock. You drag yourself the rest of the way, stumbling onto the front step. The door knocker is an intricate yet grotesque thing, an undulating tongue lolling out a set of sharp teeth all in cast iron. You grab the lumpy end of the tongue and bang it against the door. Nothing. Fuck. Maybe you'll get lucky and the door will open? Out of options, you reach out and turn the doorknob. You can feel the first licks of sunlight against the back of your neck. Is it just you or is your skin starting to blister? But today's your lucky day. The door opens. You should feel overjoyed at your life being spared. Instead, your focus is fully on how the roiling in your belly has bloomed fully into nausea. In the distance, inexplicably, is the peal of sirens, an insistent whining noise that only continues getting louder. You shouldn't have come here, but it's not like you had another choice. You might as well see what awaits you inside, but as soon as you cross the threshold, the world lurches and you pass out.
What the?
Oh,
Shit.
well, shit.
Cool.
Hello, poster.
Look at that arc there in
Poster.
the corner.
Ah, it's me.
You come to in different room. You come to in different room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come
Then the
to in a
foyer.
different room than the foyer.
Well, no. It doesn't say in a different room. It just says in different
Oh.
room.
Oh.
You come to an indifferent room, head ringing like someone just whacked it. When you move to sit up, there's the sound of skittering all around you, like hundreds of tiny insects are scurrying away to safety. Had they been roving the floors while you were knocked out? Absolutely fucking disgusting. You prop yourself back on your hands and take a look around. Your impromptu nap has done nothing to assuage the deep sense of wrongness you have about this place. But hey, maybe you've managed to sleep through the day. Maybe the sun has set again so you can get the hell out of here. The sense of optimism is misplaced probably, but it's not as if you can check. There are no windows. You cast your eyes around the room. Underneath the floral, peeling wallpaper, the walls are riddled with damp and mold. And on the other side of the room, an open door. Thank fuck. You aren't locked in then. You can go look for somewhere else in this place that might have a goddamn
A goddamn window.
goddamn window. Okay. Ooh.
Oh.
You step into a long, winding corridor. It's so cramped you feel almost as though the walls are... Sorry, I just fucking noticed the goddamn juggalo in the background. Fucking...
Yeah, look at that guy.
Sorry, that completely
That could be Guy
robbed my
Fieri.
attention.
Possibly Guy Fieri. Maybe not.
Oh my god, whatever. It's so cramped you feel almost as though the walls are closing in. While it had been warm enough outside, in here a deep chill settles over you, sinking deep into your bones. You're half convinced you'll never be warm again. Emanating from somewhere you can see is somewhere you can't see is music, tinny and rhythmic. It's soon interrupted by a crackling noise, like someone trying to tune into the correct station on a radio. Then one of the picture frames lights up. Looks like it was actually some sort of TV screen. Oh shit, isn't this how the Grand High Blood contacted them last time?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's these guys.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We're glad that you're awake.
And that you came to visit us.
We've been really
Bored.
in this stinky old house.
It really sucked. We could have just died.
From how boring it was.
Two voices. One monotonous and so quiet you can barely hear it. The other shrill, dramatic, like its owner never learned the meaning of the words indoor voice. Catching what the quieter person is saying isn't made any easier by the high-pitched giggling that starts up in the background whenever they start speaking.
So hurry up and find us.
We
want to play a game.
Oh dear. Gee, why do those words give you a profound sense of deja vu? The line goes dead. At the same time, a door pops open at the other end of the corridor. You're meant to go through it, you guess. You'd rather go somewhere else. Anywhere else. Other than through that door. But there's nowhere else to go. Or is there? Ooh.
Oh, save.
Scary clowny town.
Oh, save time. That's not saving.
Well, I could have gotten a save from there.
There you go. Fuck. Search for another exit. It's the wrong answer.
Alright. Boop. Nope, there has to be something else here. Ignoring the voice's instructions, you examine the walls of the corridor instead. Soon enough, you notice something funny about one of the paintings. Its frame seems much thicker than the others, which strikes you as somehow suspicious. Feeling along its bottom edge reveals a button. You push it. There's a groaning sound, and part of the wall folds itself away, revealing a tunnel of some sort. Ha! You knew it. Oh. You're so focused on trying to make your escape that you rush through the opening without looking. If you had been more careful, you might have noticed one very important thing. Past this doorway, there is no floor. Your feet meet the thin air, sending you pitching downward. Drat, you think, as you plunge toward the pit of knives beneath you. You reached a follower milestone on Chitter the other day, too, and you hadn't gotten around to bequeathing it to any of your friends in case something like this happened. Your final regretful thoughts are of your account, dusty and abandoned, with no one there to continue to update it after you're gone.
Oh, well, fuck.
Well, shit.
That
Okay.
was quick and expected.
We died.
Yeah.
And now we are dead.
We keep dying. It keeps happening.
Let's see what
Oh, yeah, we want to
happens
go back? Let's go back.
if
Yeah, I
we
like this idea.
just
I'm gonna guess
approach
that
the
gets us
house.
right in there.
Yeah.
Even though everything's screaming to stay away, even though with every save, yeah, I think this just
Yeah, looks
Yep.
like this
Yeah,
just
that's
speeds things up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
That's
Oh,
fine.
it's
Great.
just like smelling the armpit.
Wait, what about the other option? What if we take a right? What if we take a right?
I'm pretty. Shit. Load.
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
it'll just be the same.
Yeah.
Oh, let's check, you know.
Take a right.
All right,
Yep.
Cool.
And we're back.
Nice.
It's all
All
the
right.
same text. Okay.
Just checking.
Cool.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back and go down the freaking door. Ah!
Oh. Tch.
Your wariness only intensifies once you set off down the hall because the walls start fucking bleeding.
Oh.
You've seen enough
Nice.
troll blood at this point to be able to recognize it.
Nice.
Multicolored streaks
Oh.
ooze over the wallpaper and faded portraits lining the walls, collecting and congealing into sticky, viscous puddles on the floor. The narrow hallway becomes steeped in the stench of copper. You walk faster, but the streams of blood follow you, sluicing down from the ceiling as quickly as you walk. You reach the door, eager to get away from the grisly sight. You throw it open, but, oh god, you hadn't considered what might be waiting for you behind it. What if these two shady characters plan to torture you, tie you up and steal your palm husk, testing embarrassing messages to your friends while you can only look on in horror, helpless and unable to intervene? Anything but that!
No.
It's too dark to see anything. All you can do is fumble and feel around with your hands. Getting out of the room again is a no-go. The door swung shut behind you as soon as you stepped inside. You shuffle forward on wobbly legs. The floor feels unstable somehow, like it's going to open up and swallow you at any moment. Would it be a good idea to call out to see if anyone's here? You manage a feeble hello. You manage a feeble hello. Your voice echoes. Soft laughter reverberates back in response. You catch a glimpse of something from the corner of your eye, a flash of purple. There's the sensation of eyes on the back of your neck watching you, but you can't discern where the other presence in the room is, if there even is one. You kind of hate this. All the shitty welcomes you've received, this one takes the cake. You have to get out of here. You try to gather your panicked thoughts together to formulate a plan, but before you can do anything, a series of ropes appear seemingly from nowhere, coiling tight around you and holding you down.
You're finally here.
We've been waiting for you.
Ah! A light comes on. It's not the warm, burning rays of sunlight. This room is windowless too, but a spotlight, bright and harsh. It lights up a broad swath of the room, bleaching it white and sending long shadows stretching away from it. You can see your captors more clearly now. Two purple blood kids. Aside from their expressions, they look exactly the same. A manic glint sparkles in the eyes of one of them, as sharp as his razor blade grin. The other looks more hesitant, almost sad.
We're Basley.
And Barsum.
You're the alien, ain't ya?
You look weird.
Your body's real weird.
No wonder you're... We wonder what color your blood is.
Oh, or how springy and slimy your acid tubes are.
They squirm around like slither beasts when we slice open trolls' bellies.
Are yours the same?
You struggle against your bonds. You have no idea what acid tubes are, but you'd much rather they stay inside your body where they belong, thanks. You thought you'd move past the days where you had to serve as a torture muppet. All you needed was a few hours shelter from the sun, and if it's safe to go outside again, you'd really like to leave. This was the wrong thing to say, apparently. The twins leer at you disapprovingly. Or, well, one of them looks so disappointed he might burst into tears. The other just looks pissed.
No way!
We told you.
We've been so bored!
Do you know what it's like?
To be all alone.
With no one else to play with.
For wipes.
We might have each other. We're never truly alone.
That's what makes being us so great.
But it's a little difficult to play pranks on someone.
Who always knows what you're thinking and feeling.
Wait, you thought Barzum was the quiet one and Bisley was the loud one, but it looks like you were mistaken? Or did they switch? If you weren't faced with the prospect of having your innards yanked out and played with by bloodthirsty children, you might be more puzzled by their statement. As it stands, you have more pressing problems on your mind right now, so their words more or less fly over your head. You squirm harder, even though it doesn't do any good. In fact, it just seems to make the twins madder. Sadder? You settle on smatter.
Nice. Stop trying to get away!
It's always like this.
Nobody ever wants to play with us.
We hate it.
Now hold still.
You look at them beseechingly, trying to appear as small and helpless as possible. Maybe it's a little pathetic giving puppy dog eyes to literal children, but you lost track of your own dignity a long time ago. They're not really going to do this, right? A noise starts up. It sounds suspiciously like a chainsaw. And is that just you, or is there the scent of raw meat in the air? Where the hell is that coming from? You continue straining in your bonds, stomach clenching in fear, bile rising at the back of your throat. They're not actually going to hurt you, right? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. You wake up, gasping. But you aren't strapped down anymore? You're in the same room that you were in at the beginning. What happened? The room hasn't changed since you've been gone. There's still only one way out. You really, really don't want to step through the door again, but what else can you do? You step through the door. There's that radio crackling again.
Welcome.
Welcome!
We're glad that you're awake.
Their little greeting goes on just like it had before. A pre-recorded message, maybe? Your heart pounds on as you step through the second door. You're hoping you'll be able to sidestep the ropes this time, but instead of getting tied up, you trip forward into a vat of what feels like glue. You were lucky enough to have turned your face away from the stickiness, so your nose is still above the surface so you can breathe. For now, anyway. But you can't move.
So you're finally here.
We've been waiting for you.
They're acting like it was the first time all over again. What is this fuckery? Are they messing with you? You met already, mere minutes ago.
No, we would have remembered.
Meeting a weirdo like you.
Stop trying to trick us.
Then everything goes black for a third time. And here you are again.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Are you for real? This time you get shoved into a box. You're pretty sure you pass out while you're in the middle of getting buried alive. You come to the room you're beginning to think of as yours, yet again. You pass out 5 times. 10. You begin to lose count. You never pass out at the same point during the twins' shenanigans, but it inevitably happens, and you always end up right back where you started. The worst part is that while your conversation with the twins stays the same, the way they trap you changes. You get trussed upside down from the ceiling, dunked into a water tank, scrabbling to get out while your lungs begin to burn from lack of air. Every time you black out before you can die, but you've almost died dozens of times by now, and it's really beginning to stress you out. You have to be stuck in some sort of time loop. You see this sort of thing in movies all the time, and everyone knows that movies are the best points of reference for one's actual life.
Yeah.
The hero wakes up to the strains of an old pop song playing on the radio and reminiscence over their childhood journals, which sends them back in time where they have to stop a crime before it happens. Or maybe you were thinking of a different movie. Anyway, your point is that you have to find a way out of the loop. Hopefully you won't have to do anything too wild, like stab your past self and then throw your own bloodied corpse out the window. That would really, really blow. Unfortunately, you can't seem to find any clues indicating what you should do next. You'll always pass out. The twins are always excited to play with / torture you. They don't seem to be aware that any of this is happening, from what you can tell. After around 20-something or other, you've had it. Oh, sorry. After around 20-something or other, you've had it. Enough is enough. You can't take any more giggling, any more of that hard, damp floor, any more excruciating games. You might not be any closer to figuring out what to do, but you have to try something.
You have to try saving.
You have to try something.
Oh shit! It worked. Nice.
Yeah, you're outside. Huh?
Fuck this.
Yeah, I guess fuck this.
Okay, fucking this, sir.
All right.
There's one thing you've been doing wrong, appealing to the twins to let you go. All they seem to care about is torturing you. Of course, simply asking them for your freedom isn't going to work. You'll do things differently this time. If you want to escape, you'll have to go on the offensive. You wake up again. Disembodied voices, bleeding walls, game, check, check, check. You head towards the twins' room. Stand back, you yell before they can launch into their tirade. You're a weird, scary alien with weird, scary alien superpowers, and you're not afraid to use them. You switch on your phone's torch app. Torch. God
Probably
fucking
flashlight?
Damn
Probably
it.
flash.
Call
Yeah,
it
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
flashlight. We live in America.
No, we don't. We live on Eternia, bitch. Let's go.
Waving it around, you even attempt an intimidating roar for added effect. The only superpowers you're aware of is your irresistible charm and a set of truly banging gams. But they don't need to know that. Your gambit works. They don't cower in fear exactly, but they're bamboozled enough for you to look frantically around the room, as much as you can with your paltry light source. There! An air vent with a loose grill.
Ooh.
With a desperate yell, you launch yourself up towards it and crawl inside. The twins, finally aware that this is all just an elaborate ruse, start shouting after you. The twins' indignant voices start to fade as you wriggle deeper into the dusty guts of the house. You can't have very long. Okay. It's only a matter of time until the diminutive terrors climb into the vents after you. Or maybe they'll run ahead and then cut you off via one of the other rooms and vents connected to. They must know the layout of the house better than you. Much to your surprise, though, you reemerge at one of the outside walls with no trouble. It's dusk, not day, for which you
Nice.
mutter a quick thank you to your merciful overlords. From here, it's a simple matter of picking your way down the vines until you get to the bottom. Once your feet touch ground, you start running. When you cast one last wild glance back over your shoulder, you catch a sight of them, your captors, who you've successfully hoodwinked. They're standing in the grand front doorway screaming. You have no idea why they aren't coming after you, but you don't question it, pumping your legs until they're burning. It's a good thing you spent all that time jogging with Stelsa. You've gotten really good at running away from your problems. You stop running once you can't see the house anymore. You're a little surprised that getting away turned out to be that simple, but you know better than to look a gift-hoofed beast in the squawk gaper. Relief floods through you in waves. You did it! You got away! You slow down to a leisurely walking pace, pulling out your phone as you go. Who wants to start placing bets? You have a slew of texts from Skilla, who'd been wondering what happened to you after you'd never turned up. Her invitation to come over and hang out still stands, though. Oh boy, you can't wait to finally make your way over there and chill with her. You'd never play favorites amongst your pals, but you have to admit that you hold a particular fondness for Skilla. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was going
right.
to say Hannah plays favorites amongst her pals, but apparently Ark does too.
So much.
She was pretty great. I liked her.
Fun fact, I'm not going to bring it up on stream or anything, I'm just minimizing it so I can see it. I actually saved a really cool fan art of Daria, or Daria, that I found the other day.
You can put it up on the OBS layout or something?
No, I'm not, like, bringing it up or anything. I'm just saying, like, I personally wanted to look
Fan
at
art
it
is good.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, her whole thing where she always makes sure not to cause you any bodily harm, that definitely has its charms. You keep walking, but after a while, your stomach starts to sink. It's been half an hour and your surroundings don't look any different. You should be closer to Skilla's neck of the woods by now. It's not until you catch sight of a weathered wall all wound with ivy that you realize what's going on. It's the house again. You're still stuck. You're not going to be able to leave its grounds no matter how much you walk. You might have escaped the house, but whatever curse or time-space witchcraft this is isn't confined to within those walls. You're in a pocket dimension of some sort, and you don't know how to break out. So now you can either return to the twins, since they're the only company you have out here, or make these bushes your new best friends. You look dolefully out at the miles of scraggy underbrush before you. You had probably best get used to gazing at nothing but this, since it's all you're going to be seeing for a long, long time.
No.
Forever lost.
Oh, spooky.
Or
That's
should I
real
say,
spooky.
Ooh.
Until the sun comes up.
And then you're
Well,
dead.
if we're
Then
stuck
you're
in a
dead.
time loop, then maybe we're just stuck in this section of night forever.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. Either way, not great.
Not ideal.
Not
No,
great.
Not want to be there. No. I don't
Yeah.
Miss my base Skilla.
Fuck that.
I like these two. Plot twist. I really like these two. They're
Yeah,
fun.
When I saw
Wow.
these characters, I was like, oh, Ark is really gonna like these characters. And then you were
Well-
like, I hate these guys.
Well,
my
because
God,
they're
okay.
fucking the original artwork for them was like, ooh.
I don't know. I don't
what
think
am I
the
looking?
original art looks that much different than this art.
All right, that's fair.
Anyway, let's remember.
Let's
who
not
we
fuck
are.
this. Let's remember.
There's one thing we've been doing wrong, making this all about escape. You've been so preoccupied with not getting sliced to pieces with knives and everything that you've lost track of. Okay, sorry. You've been so preoccupied with not getting sliced to pieces with knives and everything that you've lost track of what's truly important. There we go. The word that echoes in your heart when you rise at dusk and pulses through your bloodstream during the rest of your waking hours until it's time to go to sleep. The word that's kicked off every single narrative you've starred in thus far. That's friendship. Say it
That's
right.
friendship. It is.
You'll do things differently this time. You're going to bring yourself to truly care about these creepy clown children, god damn it, even if it's the last thing you do. And with the way things are going, it very well could be. Their MO is oddly benign this time, and MO is not capitalized. A tickling machine. Oh no.
No flashbacks to that game. No flashbacks to that game.
Unfortunately, it's a little difficult for you to talk to them through all the laughter.
Which game?
What are
Don't worry
those
about it.
noises they're making?
I think they're trying to tell us something.
Miraculously, the tickling stops. You wheeze, trying to catch your breath, hoping to God you haven't peed. Gross. You've managed to not wet yourself out of fear until now. It'd be just the worst to have broken your streak due to laughing too hard. What is it about clowns and you divesting your body of waste? After... God, fucking party diapers. After assuring yourself that your underwear is blessedly dry, you ask, if they kill you, won't they just be alone again? How is that beneficial for anyone? They'll be bored and you'll be, dead. Which you would really rather not be. The creeping, saccharine smiles transform into matching expressions of confusion. Barzum puts a finger to her chin, cocking her head to one side as if deep in thought. Almost like a puppy. How many puppies are deep in... Under any other circumstances, you might even consider it cute.
What are you talking about?
We don't want to kill you.
Maybe just cut you a little.
You'll heal right back up again.
Don't be such a wiggler.
Some of the things they've tried to inflict on you would have definitely taken more than your regular human healing functions to recover from. But wait, you think back to Emily taking a whole ass club in her side and acting like it was no big. She'd said something about higher blood colors being able to take more of a beating too. Are the twins assuming that that's the case for everyone? God, this is what happens when all the adults in a society go off planet and leave a bunch of zoo animals to bring up their kids. Or, well, trolls also solve most of their problems by killing each other. You can't discount that either, you suppose. You take a closer look at the twins. There isn't any malice in either of their faces. The only emotion you can discern is idle curiosity. You decide to take that as encouragement. You explain that no, you won't heal up from being sliced open, or from an on-fire scuttlebuggy being flung at your head, because you're a human, and humans heal differently from trolls. Well, differently from high-blood trolls, at least. You even use your best babysitter voice for good measure. You feel like you're giving a stern talking to about the importance of taking care of one's toys so that they don't break. Instead, you propose, why don't you be friends? You can all play together instead of you being the subject of their torment. They'll be able to play with you for longer that way, too. They give you a strange look.
Friends?
What's that?
Oh.
Do people not agree to be their playmates very often?
No.
Usually everyone runs in the other direction.
So we have to catch them.
Or trick them.
That explains a lot. You think you're beginning to understand. They let you down, you can try and show them what you have in mind. They do. They actually free you. They turn all the lights on in the room too, so you can finally see everything in it.
Oh.
Let's actually see everything in it.
Oh.
They got a
Poor
hologram
Tavros.
there.
Tavros is dead.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I guess that's a popcorn maker?
Oh yeah, looks like it. It's got some green in there, you know.
Grub corn.
Grub
Ugh.
corn.
Pop grub?
It's
I
bigger
just
than-
ate.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. It's bigger than you expected and set up like a circus tent. A wire is suspended along the ceiling. A person-sized target board rotates at dizzying speeds against the back wall. Juggling clubs, knives, scarves, and other props are piled across the floor. You recognize a few of the mechanisms they had inflicted on you before.
Oh yeah.
It's pure chaos. So, what else do they do with all this stuff? They're still staring at you as if they aren't quite sure how to deal with you engaging with them voluntarily. You're feeling pretty tentative yourself. This whole interaction seems incredibly precarious. You're afraid that if you make a misstep, you'll end up back in that tickling rack again.
This isn't ours. We just found it when we got here.
But it does look a lot like what's in our hive.
We can do shows.
And stunts.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Fuck. Even when they aren't threatening you, the way they talk in chorus like that freaks you out a little. Perfect unison, like they're one voice instead of two. They're two halves of a whole idiot. You shake off your fears and suggest that they show you a little something.
Pardon me?
Where did their arms go?
Oh.
I guess they're like behind their backs. They seem to like that idea. Excitedly, they scurry over to the target board. One twin stands against it, while the other picks up a handful of throwing knives. You're anxious. You don't exactly want them to rough up each other instead of you, but Barzum just throws the knives in a graceful arc. They surround Bisley perfectly, barely missing him. You gasp. Your mouth is a perfect O. The twins seem pleased with themselves, laughing together like they're sharing a secret.
If you think that's impressive.
Watch this.
What?
They execute a sick flip on a pair of trapezes above a bed of swords. Make a daring escape from one of the contraptions they trapped you in. They move similarly to how they speak, perfectly in tandem with each other. With the variety of obsessions you've seen amongst your friends, it figures that it was only a matter of time until you met someone who made a hobby of risking their lives. It's not too out there compared to cage fighting, you suppose, or collecting saucy Eastern Alternian figures.
You could have just escaped.
From the trap we put you into earlier, you know.
Why didn't you?
You laugh nervously. You haven't exactly had much practice, and maybe it would have been easier if you had someone else to help. You look at the two of them pointedly. You didn't even realize siblings were a thing among trolls, let alone twins.
Sibling.
What's that?
You know, someone you, share a lysis with? Someone you hatch with in the same clutch? Am I phrasing that right?
We do share losses.
We share everything.
We just didn't hatch from the same clutch.
We hatched from the same egg.
We were going to be a single troll, but
We split in two.
just our bodies, though. Our minds are still one.
One person, two bodies.
We're one and the same.
Okay, maybe siblings aren't a thing on Alternia after all. Being literally the same person is quite a bit different from the human concept of twins or siblings. Somehow this leads to them telling you all about a number of exploits they had with some of the other kids in the neighborhood. One story leads to another, and soon you're recounting some of your own adventures too. They particularly love your attempt at giving an impression of Nike, clapping and crowing as you get into a dramatic power stance and flex your flimsy muscles. You can't help but feel a little proud of yourself. You feel like the guy on Jurassic Park who walked into the Velociraptor den all, "Be chill, my dudes," and they actually listened to him. Besides, there's something great about making kids laugh, even kids who were trying to murder you less than an hour ago. The twins are in the middle of talking about a prank they played that they found hilarious, and that you've been trying hard not to grimace in horror at, when you feel it, a certain change in the air. Didn't they mention they had been stuck here?
Did we?
Yes, we have.
When we try to go out the door.
Some sort of force pushes us back.
You're the first other person we've seen.
Since we got here.
You have a hunch that might have happened, or that might change. Why don't you all try again? They look at you skeptically.
If you want.
It's not going to be any different, though.
You just tell them to trust you. You look at the front door. The twins are crowding you from either side, clinging onto your arms and edging so close it's like they're trying to burrow into you.
Aw!
Ready? They nod. You push against the door. It opens and you breathe in the cool evening air.
Not so fast.
We've gotten this far before.
But we won't be able to go any farther.
You'll see.
You take one step, then another. As you look beyond the grounds of the house, you see things you hadn't when you first gotten here. Mountains in the distance, other houses. Before, all you could see was shrubbery. You pick up the pace. The house falls away behind you, disappearing into the fog.
Whoa.
You did it.
You actually did it.
We can finally leave.
They swoop in to grab you, hugging you hard. The curving horns on their masks almost stab you in the cheek. These things are a bit of a hazard when their wearers only come up to about where your chest is. They keep talking before you can get a word in, pulling your forwards and shuffling you along between them. It looks like you're right. It wasn't just enough to save yourself, you had to save them, too. You don't know how, but the key to making this little patch of universe obey the rules of reality once more was friendship all along.
Yeah! Nice.
You should have seen your face.
You were shit your GamTube's terrified.
You have a sigh as their incessant giggling surrounds you like so many playful ghosts. Yes, yes, you say, very clever. They were the ones behind all this nonsense, weren't they? You started guessing somewhere towards the end. The you wiggle in your hands vaguely all the time stuff. They sure scared you, all right.
No.
That wasn't us. We were talking about the...
Bloody walls and creepy sounds.
None of that was real. That was all us. That was all...
Chuckle
Chuckle
voodoos.
We're the best at chuckle voodoos.
We got you so good.
They both bounce beside you excitedly. You blink down at them. You have no idea what the heck chuckle voodoos are, but you can only guess that it's some sort of illusionary thing. So they didn't have anything to do with time messing up? Folding in on itself?
No.
We told you.
We've been trying to get out of that stupid house.
For wipes.
Maybe even a peregrine. Did you really think?
That was our hive?
Our places.
So much cooler than that, Tom.
Visit their actual hive? You have your reservations about that, but you can't find it within you to say no as they eagerly pull you along, one twin tugging your hand, the other looping an arm around yours. You look back at the house one last time. You have no clue whether the twins are lying or if they're telling the truth. Oh wait, you have no idea. You have no clue whether the twins are lying or if they're telling the truth. What really caused what happened here? But right now, you're content enough knowing that you'll never have to see this place ever again.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, do you want
What?
to understand? Save.
Um,
Save. Definitely save.
I
I don't want to
This is getting
understand.
weirder and weirder.
No.
Understanding's the worst. I hate
I don't
it.
want. I don't want
it. Don't tell me.
Oh.
Oh, game over.
Oh, is that oh, it's the contest condens symbol. Never mind.
Huh?
That
Oh.
was weird.
Huh? Okay.
Huh.
Okay. Yes? I think yes. Yes, suddenly.
That's not supposed to show up yet. Come back to
Come back to
that
this-
later.
Okay, we'll
That's
come
fine.
back to that later.
So should we
Then-
do the next?
Yeah,
do
do
the
the
next
path
character?
we didn't take.
Wait, are they telling us to go do Lank right now?
No. I
Yeah.
think there's more to that one that we just did.
No, I think we
Okay.
did all this, didn't we? Yeah.
Well, no, what about yes? We could choose yes.
No,
We want to
they're saying-
understand.
I think they're saying come back to this later.
But wait,
gets, like, the
wasn't
running of
there
the
another
whole
one
thing.
before that we didn't take?
I don't think so. The last thing we have saved here is
Do
yes, do
Lank.
Lank is what they're
Oh.
saying.
Oh, okay. Go do Lank. Okay.
All right. Well, I like them. They were fun.
All right.
Very cool characters.
Fun.
Yeah.
So, boop.
Jay, I hope you're done with your tendies.
Oh yes, they're
They've been vanquished.
Oh man,
All
let's
right, good.
scroll down here real careful, like, because we want to make sure we don't get the
I
wrong...
see.
Oh, hey. Anyway, here's a bunch of words. And...
It'd be a weird one for me. All right.
Anyway, someone else is narrator now.
All right.
Who's narrating?
To it.
Who's narrating?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Sorry, let me throw that. There you
What's next on the docket? Oh, you're really feeling like going completely off the rails. So it's a good thing the first person to ping you on your palm husk is Lanera. That nutty bitch is exactly the sort of destabilizing influence your life needs right now. I forget.
That's
Is that you?
Stabby Girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, my friends. Because that's what we are now.
Oh.
Friends.
Cool. That's not a weird at all way to talk to someone. You're really loving this one. You're not sure what it is, but you're positive whatever crackpot caper this loopy troll is about to rope you into is going to be a real humdinger. There is a sense of finality in the air. You can taste it. Linera does you the courtesy of listening to you say all that shit without getting super put off by how much of a freak you are.
Listen up. So I was thinking, since us becoming friends has worked out so well, I'm starting to think that maybe it'd be a good idea to give making more friends another shot after all, I guess. That is what I was thinking. So there's this party I was invited to.
Oh.
You see, the fellow Jades in my cloister always sneak out to go to these things.
You gently suggest to Linera that she should hurry it the fuck up.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just nervous to go out. I want a friend. To come with me isn't so crazy, okay?
No, you don't think that's crazy at all. You think that sounds fantastic, actually. You don't ask for any details because who gives a shit, man? The fucking narrator's on our fucking roll today.
Yeah.
You show up on the block. We're not gonna talk about how you got there or whatever, because what a waste of time. You're just there. Linera's met up with you too.
Did the fucking writers just get sick of writing?
Linera mentioned that there might be a dancing, so you decided to really dress up for the occasion. Oh man, you went fucking nuts. You're wearing a cape and shit, but also like fishnets, maybe a sexy bra if that's your thing. Whatever you happen to drudge out of some dumpster or another.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, you can imagine whatever you want here, but no, it's complete bullshit and you look like a total slut. Linera isn't wearing anything special because we would have had to pay someone to redraw all our sprites.
The fucking writers are just done. Wow.
From the looks of it, you're heading over to somebody's hive party? You're rolling up on some sort of joint that, from past experience, you can now surmise is an alien domicile. It's pretty big, and maybe belongs to someone on the blue end of the spectrum. Back here again, is this block just where all the jade-blooded schoolgirls love to get down and dirty?
What the fuck?
It hits you like a bucket of ice when you realize whose hive you're walking straight towards this time. This is Ardada's hive!
Yes!
Oh, that's just great! Your friend Ardada! Boy, do you love Ardada! Can't wait to see her again!
Wow.
I'm sorry, pardon me.
It's okay.
Sitting at 90% health today, sorry. As you approach, you can immediately tell what kind of deal they have going on here. You can hear the tunes bumping from all the way down the block. And when you get near enough to see there are obviously a bunch of teens passed out drunk on the lawn. This is a full-blown frat house rager. Definitely doesn't seem like a Linera sort of scene.
That's because it isn't! Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this!
You kind of can't either. You're not even in the front door and you can already feel the sweat pouring out of your armpits. This is gonna be so much fun! You pass all of the smashed lawn teens and go up to knock on the front door. You have to rap on it a few times until the telltale sound of clicking heels faintly reaches your ears. Oh
Lawn teens is now added to my lexicon.
no!
Yay!
The door opens and you discover that the gracious hostess is standing on the other side is none other than your best friend, Ardada! Woohoo! She looks surprised to see you for only a moment before her face resolves into a wicked grin.
Ah.
Oh
My, my. Look what the Herbies dragged in.
God damn it.
Back for more so soon, my sweet.
You're not actually sure how much time has passed since you last ran into Ardata, but it doesn't feel like it could be described by any metric by soon. You've been physically savaged so many times since then, you're not sure what you're blocking out, though. You tell Ardata you're really, 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 really glad to see her, because you totally are. You tell her that you weren't expecting her to be hosting a party, though.
Ma'am, I just want you to know I've been through so much shit. I don't remember how much I've forgotten.
I can't
nice to
remember
see
what
you.
bullshit you put me through.
Oh, I don't know if I'd call it a party. More of a friendly kickback of sorts. Sort of exclusive, really. All the world's finest influencers are here.
Wasn't her thing, if I'm remembering correctly, that she didn't actually have any friends?
Her thing was that she was running like a streaming service where she tortured people, I think.
Yeah, but she didn't have like any actual real friends. That's why she was like really happy and started crying when we agreed to have dinner with her or something, but whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think something like that happened.
You know, sure.
How exactly did you hear about my little shindig? While I certainly consider you to be one of my finest friends, I don't recall inviting you.
You gestured vaguely to Linera. She doesn't seem to know how to lie and immediately cracks under the pressure.
One of the other Jades from my cloister told me to come.
Was it a secret?
His name is Lunk, but I don't think he was invited either. I get the impression we kind of always come out here. Basically, we're crashing, if that's okay.
I hope it's okay we're crashing your party.
Well, of course. What's an informal soiree without a few entirely uninvited interlopers?
Linera doesn't seem to know if she's being sarcastic or not, and you aren't sure if she is either, to be honest. You're like, are you fucking with us? And she's like, oh, or whatever.
Of course not. I just have but one question for you, my dears.
Ah!
Ardata, get a little close. Ardata beckons you near. You obey her slavishly. Then she leans in close to your ear and intones.
Do you hereby certify under penalty of law that you are of age to view adult content with understanding legal questions? Have acknowledged the content of this volume is accompanied with your content description and are comfortable with the prospect of engaging with challenging or otherwise controversial fictional material?
Oh
What am I reading? What am I reading?
no.
That this might actually be
Oh.
legitimate.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Save.
We are too scared.
Oh, I don't know if we are too scared.
I'm gonna say
Not with-
too scared first.
Oh, but it's probably a one-time. It's probably just gonna remove the section, cause like, okay, remember the character that I voiced, the guy who kind of looked like Gamzee, Marvis. Yeah, he had a similar situation, didn't he? I think the bit with the armpits up on stage, they took that out if you decided that you didn't want to do that.
Ardata.
Okay, so
Ardata gets all up in your face and reads you the terms of service. Let's just
It's not
go
that bad.
to bet, Chief.
All right.
that's good to hear. Why don't you come right in then, my dear? I don't want you to see you making any little posts online about how my party was too fucking problematic for you, though.
Jesus Christ. Ardata steps back and welcomes you again into her abode with a grandiose gesture. You're very, very excited for Ardata's party, and you know definitively that you will enjoy absolutely every second of what she has in store for you.
Is this a sex party?
Once you've stepped in past the threshold, Ardata blows you a toxic kiss and saunters off to mingle with her enthusiastic guests.
All right,
If not that
everybody.
one.
She just like brings out something in her hands covered in a cloth and sits it in the middle of the room, and everybody's like blushing and giggling, and she just pulls it off, and it's a fucking bucket, and the main
No!
character's just like,
Ah! Time to go.
oh,
Whoa, lots of
hi,
people.
everybody.
Holy fuck. Holy jeez. The first thing that hits you once you're in that door is the music. It's a solid wall of base that reverberates through your body down to your bones.
Take a look
Wait,
here.
it's Diamond! It's Diamond!
Where?
Oh my god, yeah!
Right there!
He's right there, he's holding an
on the
alcohol.
right-ish.
The right. Oh yeah, I see him. There he is.
Yeah. The first thing it hits. The intense dance music is blasting so loud you can hardly hear yourself think. It has to be this loud to drown out all the shouting coming from the living room. As you apprehensively advance, it becomes quickly clear that Lynera is completely out of her element here. She's a bundle of nerves beside you, practically glued to your hip. When you actually step into the living room, she physically attaches herself to your arm. Oop.
Wow, this is
Hmm.
more than I was expecting.
You too. It's a scene of absolute chaos. The living room of the house is filled to the brim with rowdy teens, dancing rhythmlessly to the pounding music. The furniture has all been knocked over or otherwise destroyed, and you can make a pretty good guess what's filling all the red cups you see in everyone's hands. You're about to tell Lynera you wouldn't blame her if she wants to dip, but you can't get the words out before you're being flagged down by a jade-blooded boy who's just muscled his way out of the throng of partygoers with a few of his friends in tow. Ah!
Lynera, you made it.
Perfect, keep it! Lynera all but flings herself all away from your body and freezes like a scared animal as the troll approaches. Oh, for all the commotion and ruckus, he's still remarkably well put together. The vigorous dance huddle doesn't seem to have disturbed his sharp makeup or his impeccably coiffed hair. There is a curious red stain down the front of his white shirt, though. He has a slutty-looking indigo blood girl on his right arm and an even sluttier-looking teal-blooded boy on his left. Though he shakes them off and waves them away by the time he reaches you and Lynera at the entryway to the room.
He just walks in with a troll on either arm, and then he sees, like, you and Lynera, and I just imagine he just, like, drops both of them. They go crashing to the floor.
Hi, Link? Yeah, I'm here.
You watch in amazement as Lynera practically bursts into flame under his gaze, and it only gets worse when he sidles up to give her a startlingly intimate embrace.
Yep.
She squeaks and tries to hug him back, but is too timid to actually touch him with her hands. You can see sweat pouring down her face. After a solid 5 seconds, that seems to include Link smelling Lynera's hair,
What?
he pulls back to smile down at Lynera with a heavy gaze. Lynera's face is bright green, and her eyes are bugging out of her skull from how flustered she is. She's not into it, you don't think. It's hard to tell, but you kind of get the impression he'd be dead by now if she weren't. Oh, if she weren't. I see. Either way, it's awkward. Lucky for Lynera, Lank either doesn't notice or doesn't care. He settles into a comfortable, for him, posture with his arm casually around Lynera's waist and turns to you.
Oh, who's this?
This is my
Hmm?
friend?
Friend?
Yeah!
Lank quirks an eyebrow.
You have friends?
The question seems to leave Lynera speechless, so Lank takes the opportunity to look back at you. His eyes rake up and down your body in a way that leaves you feeling distinctly objectified.
Oh, aren't you interesting? Is there a reason you look like that?
This guy sucks. This guy sucks hard. What a question.
He's licking his fang at us.
This guy sucks hard. He doesn't explain what that is specifically referring to, and given both your alien status and your state of dress, it could mean any number of things.
I also just want to point out the distinct artistic stylish difference between Lank and the trolls behind him. Like, just look at the, like, artistic clash between Lank's face and this troll's face over here.
Oh, you might take it as an insult if not for the way he licks his lips after he says it.
No.
He can't seem to pry his eyes off you. You look at Lunera for a cue, but she's too out of it to give you any sort of intelligible sign. So you just explained how you crash landed on this planet, alien planet, an indeterminate amount of time ago, and you don't really know what you're doing or much of anything about anything. The fact that your appearance could be due either to, could be due either to this, or that you're generally a disaster of a being, irrespective of your planetary origin.
It doesn't matter where I come from. I'm just a wreck.
I'm terrible.
How fascinating. I've never met an alien before.
Well, you have. Lots of times. In fact, literally everyone and everything here is alien to you. You find your word, diarrhea, becoming more and more awkward and embarrassing as Lank's eyes start to burning a hole in the center of your chest.
There's no need to be shy. I don't bite until asked.
Check, please.
I am already.
Lank disconnects himself from Ladera, thank God, as he rounds on you. It's like he's lost
thank
any
God.
interest. It's like he's lost any interest in her existence now that you're in front of him. Ladera looks at you with a completely pathetic expression that readily informs you as to what your response needs to be. You'll be damned if you aren't going to be the best wingman possible, so you definitely ignore Lank's blatant pass and turn the conversation back to Lanera. You ask Lank how long he and Lanera have known each other, and if he was the one that called the cops. Lank raises his brows at both questions.
Break up the party, guys! They're here!
Yeah, woo! We got these teens. They're maybe I shouldn't say that too loudly.
Yeah, don't actually alert the cops.
Oh, wait, it's Hot Dog Boy. It's
Diamond, yes, Jay, welcome
yeah.
to the party.
Oh, Jay, come on.
I thought you were talking about the guy on the floor who was Tetriac Demar.
Wait, is there a second one back there?
No, he's on the floor. He's behind the text thing. Make the text thing go away.
Hold on.
Wait, Damek? Damek is on
Right
the
there.
floor?
That's his shirt.
Which
Isn't
one? On the ground?
But he's behind. His head is behind Lanera.
No, that's definitely not Damek.
No.
I don't know if that's Damek.
I don't think so.
I'll wait and see.
Damek
Okay,
should
fine.
technically be on Earth. Well, I guess we don't
Yeah.
really know when this takes place.
Yeah. Well, I suppose since she was chosen for the cloister, is that what that is? I think that's what that is. Yes.
Sure.
Some number of sweeps ago. I don't remember really.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Is that Skilla?
Where?
Right next to Lanera? Kind of drawn a little oddly?
Oh, yeah, like right
Oh,
here. I don't think so.
shit.
Yeah. Well, she's wearing the little button-up thing. I don't know.
I think,
Could be.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's hard to tell. I do appreciate this one troll that looks like their horns are just bones.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was 2.43 sweeps.
Oh, right, then. That many, I guess. Huh. That's a pretty long time, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive that you managed to go a solid 2.4 of them without saying a single word to me that wasn't circulated secondhand from your snide gossiping behind my back.
Oh, wow. Talk about whiplash. Lanera's eyes get big like saucers.
What? What are you? I don't understand what you're talking about.
The tone of the conversation is totally morphed from fire to ice in an instant, though neither Lank's expression nor demeanor have changed much. He slips in the knives with all the calm composure of a casual statement.
What are you going to pretend you didn't spend the better part of the past 2.5 sweeps complaining about how I disgust you?
Ugh.
Come now. You do know that everyone is aware you're a nasty little bitch, right, Lanera?
Whoa! Holy fuck!
I hate me. I mean, don't take it the wrong way. I really don't mind.
You're aware everyone thinks you're a bitch, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, me too, but... Yeah,
I'm hardly in a position to criticize.
we're all bitches here, honey.
I was just curious what caused the sudden change of heart after so long decrying my vain and slatternly lifestyle.
I
Having the impending ordeals finally made the little clock start to tick down in that
Oh.
dry, dusty nook of yours.
Oh! I'm gonna go ahead and just yeah.
Ooh-wee. Did you figure I was the only one who might be loose enough to be willing to clean out the cobwebs before you get shipped off into Space Church and never have the chance again?
Is it?
Whoa.
Is it getting a little black ramen here, or is it just me?
There is no filter. There's none. There's not a one.
Just wondering.
There's a long, excruciating moment where Lynera says nothing. She just stares up at Lank beside her with a completely shell-shocked expression. But before you can try to pipe up in Lynera's defense, she bursts into tears.
Oh, never mind. Apparently the chat is confirming that this is just straight up hate. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh! Ah!
When Lynera suddenly turns and makes a mad dash to run out the door and away from the party, you're torn between running after her and giving this jerk a real piece of your mind.
Oh.
Your mind's made up when you look back at Lank just in time to catch him rolling his eyes. Hey, you say, that was kind of rude, don't you think? Lank snorts.
Me? Rude? Are you perhaps attempting to fuck with me?
Excuse me, sir. Are you perchance attempting to have a fuck with me?
Are we about to, as they say, throw the fuck down?
Clearly you haven't spent much time around this Vista pill if you think that was anything short of precisely what she deserves.
Dude.
You concede that maybe you don't have a full enough grasp on Jade Blood Cloister social dynamics to make a definitive judgment on whether or not Lynera deserved to have been so ruinously owned. But she's your friend, and what good are you if you don't stick up for the people you care about?
Dude, I'm gonna level with you.
I don't know her that well.
Fucking burn. But also mean.
You know, before we continue, I do have to note that that's definitely the Village of the Leaves symbol on that one troll shirt. That's absolutely
Yeah, it
what
is.
that fuck.
This
That's
guy right
absolute-
here.
Oh my god.
With the fucking
Oh my god,
glasses.
it's Rock Lee! It's
Yeah,
Rock Lee!
it is. It's Rock Lee.
I have no idea what's even got her so upset. Like I said, it's not like I really care what she says about me. But you don't have to spend as much time as she does being such a venomous little snake and acted surprised when someone calls you out on it.
Konohagakure is a valid full name. Then why did you invite her, you ask? It seems needlessly cruel of Lank to lead her on another... to lead her on false pretenses if he never intended to be her friend at all.
No, there's too many ons there. Okay, never mind.
I promise you, I had no such designs.
I didn't plan on calling her out as the wicked bitch that she is, but it just
Wow.
so happened to occur.
Christ.
The only reason I even invited her to this thing was that my ex is being a real blood-sucking bitch, and no one else wanted to go. I was willing to give her an honest shot, but I've no time for a vicious, slandering nag who can't even admit what she is. I thought it might be interesting to see what that crusty little shrew might be like if you could manage to wrest her bulge free of whatever oh my god,
Excruciating.
excruciating knot she's got it tied into. But I guess now we'll never know.
You're a wordy bitch. Well, this is clearly a conversation you're going to have to Switzerland out. You're going to have to Switzerland out of pretty soon.
What?
You try to explain the historical significance of Switzerland's political neutrality on your home planet. Lank's eyes glaze over like he's listening to you recite a sports almanac of cricket stats.
That's nice. Anyway, since I've seemed to have scared away my date, why don't you stay a while so you and I can get to know each other a little better? You seem so much more interesting than she is anyway.
Ah!
That!
Woo! Hello.
The art quality went up a fucking bit.
We got Photoshop.
When did Lank get up so close to you? Your heart beats a little faster when he smiles at you like that, so poisonous and shamelessly laced with intent. Lynera is definitely not the only one coming off like a snake here.
I've less time to waste than most, my dear. Never seen the value in beating around the bush.
Well, maybe it'd be socially prudent for you to go after Lynera and make sure she's okay. But it's also not her volume of the Friendsim, so instead of doing that, you're going to stick around and see what this spectacularly briary prima donna is all about. You had your fucking chance to bail out of this shit show, but all that's left to do now is barrel downhill as meteorically as you can manage. Oh boy.
Fantastic. Care to dance?
Why the fuck not?
I could think of some reasons.
Lank laughs pleasantly and reaches out to take you by the hand. The contact gives you a little thrill despite yourself. He's got nice hands, soft and warm and well taken care of, and you know it's going to be one hell of a ride wherever he's taking you.
Come with me.
Oh dear.
You do. He doesn't lead you straight to the dance floor, though. He takes you around the throng of dancing partygoers over to the kitchen of the house first. You weren't expecting to find a familiar face waiting for you there.
Oh.
Ah! Oh, you gotta voice all the
And I
girls.
can't leave.
Fancy meeting you here.
You don't find it that surprising, honestly.
You two know each other?
You could say that.
That's just great.
Also, the art style between these two is
Yeah.
pretty stark. Elward does not have ears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you give discounts to friends?
I sure fucking don't. You know the price, pretty boy. Pay up.
Oh,
You're a little confused. What is being purchased here exactly?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Elward gives you a funny look.
I don't like the look.
You a drone?
What?
Hush.
Ugh.
You do as you're you do as you're told and watch as Lank and Elward carry out their shady transaction. Lank hands over the credits and receives an opaque little baggie of something in return.
Oh, we're just buying drugs.
That's just
Okay.
that's just drugs. Oh well, you guess you don't really need to see what's in the thing to figure out what it is at this point.
It's space weed.
I mean, we already had an episode where we fucking toked up with a troll, so what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah. As soon as the deal is done, Lank has his hand at the back, small of your back, and is deftly guiding you away from the scene of the crime. Is buying drugs a crime here? Well, if the drones are interested, then yes. You aren't really well versed about the laws of Alternia, but it honestly doesn't really seem like anybody would give that much of a shit about anybody doing drugs out here. You guess the clandestine transactions are just for the aesthetic. Lank's got you back in the shady corner of the party and is pressing one of the tablets he bought into your hand with a sly grin.
Oh
He
dear.
expects you to join in.
Do it!
Space weed.
Cripes. You're like, hold on a minute. Your experiences with alien drugs haven't really been that great, honestly, and you're not sure you're that excited for a repeat performance. Lank's immediate response is to sneer.
Oh, I see. You're one of those people.
Oh great, peer pressure.
One of what people?
You know, a bit boring, maybe.
Yes, thank you.
There are many words that could be used to describe you, but you don't think boring is a remote contender. You're always doing all kinds of unbelievably stupid shit and getting into uncountable, wacky, and life-threatening situations. Is it really that fucking much to ask for there to be one time you don't rush headfirst into doing something you know is going to fuck you up and be totally awful? Lang's lips press into a thin, annoyed line.
These things aren't cheap, you know.
Wow.
Then it's great that you can have them!
I bought them for you.
So what you're trying to say is, you're admitting to trying to drug me. That's what you're saying right now.
This is fucked up. Well, you didn't ask him to do that. Fucking exactly right.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You're really going to be like this.
Oh my god, he's such a fuckboy.
Yeah, there are a lot of really garbage guys in Friendsim.
There really is. This guy and I don't know if he's worse than Zebra. Zebra was kind of
They're
like the
both
peak
kind
of heroic.
terrible.
Yeah, they're both definitely horrible, but yeah, you totally are.
Mhm.
Lank sighs dramatically.
Oh, fine.
Oh no!
Lank passes around for the nearest victim and grabs his attention with a hand around his wrist. To your dismay, it's your sweet and innocent hot dog chum, Diamond.
Don't drug the hot dog boy.
Oh
I'm
no.
from the background too.
Alas, there's nothing you can do to stop him from falling prey to Lank's wicked designs.
Here, have these. Oh yeah, great.
Fuck.
Thanks.
What?
Love to put drugs in my wiener.
What? No.
The things I'm gonna say tonight disturb me.
God damn it.
Okay.
Of all the phrases I would have thought my eyes would have been graced with ever, I love to put drugs on my wiener was not one of them.
What a tragedy. But before you know it, Lank has a hold of you again and is dragging you off.
Let us dance.
Excuse me, can we go back to the fact where you just literally drugged one of my friends?
This is fucked up.
You're not too much of a square to do that, are you?
Of course not. Dancing is practically the one thing you actually plan to come here and do, so that's just great. You go along with Lank enthusiastically when he pulls you over to the writhing mass of bodies bumping and grinding on the dance floor.
Oh, hi there.
You get down to it. Here we go. You soon discover that Lank has a very interesting dancing style, and by interesting, you mean it primarily consists by directly grinding his body against yours in an incredibly shameless fashion.
Oh dear.
But pressed in as you are from all sides and sweaty and inebriated bodies, there's not exactly much room to Troll Gigas to begin with. Lank is up on you so close it's hard not to sweat. He has his hands at your hips and your face fixed with sharp eyes. His heavy stare is nearly hypnotic, so blatant and undisguised in his expression. It's clear what he wants, and maybe that's more than what you're prepared to give, but when he looks at you like that, it's impossible to look away. You just go with it. Why not? It feels good, and it's not like anyone else is watching. You're surrounded by trolls, boxed in and pouring sweat, and yet it feels like you're the only two people there.
This is a strange mixture of romantic and terrifying.
Lank draws in, teeth by your ear, and this close you can hear him easily, even over the overwhelming pound of the best.
You have the palest skin I've ever seen.
Thanks,
Oh.
it's due to the no suns.
Yeah, you tell him that you're literally white, which is like, blank. That makes you super racially inoffensive, FYI. You let Lank know he can see you any way he wants, which is even more woke than making a decision.
Is that a Caucasian joke?
I don't know.
Okay, anyone else in the chat, can you clarify?
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
Thin as paper. I can see all the way inside you.
Stop!
Nope. All your veins and your red blood.
Yeah.
You smell like candy.
Oh.
I wonder how you tell us.
Ah! Wow, you say? That's like some shit a vampire would say.
Presuming I am a rainbow drinker would be an awfully reductive and literal reading of my character. I'm just making a blatant sexual pass.
Alright. Alright. Well, I mean,
Well,
oh, okay, good thing. That is all cleared up. You take this as an opportunity to really let loose, showing off everything you've got in the sexy dance acumen department. Lank is a little bewildered.
Okay, hold on, let me get this straight. So the conversation thus far has been, hey, I'd really like to fucking taste you, and your response is, haha, that's something a vampire would say. And his response is, no, I'm just, like, down to get freaky with you, and you're like, oh, if that's the case, let me just fucking gyrate right up on you.
Time to dance. Let's go.
What are you doing?
You're like, what aren't I doing? There's a fire on the dance floor and you struck the match. You're just fucking it up in here. Really getting it. Breaking it down. Bopping and crumping or whatever. You're smashing your ass and everyone around you and getting hot and heavy with those lusty moves.
oh my god.
There's a point where Lank has to step back and you presume to properly behold your art in all of its glory. But it soon becomes clear that it's not your prodigious dancing skills that have given him pause. You follow his startled gaze and see the cause for alarm. Bronya's here, and she looks pissed.
Oh, shit.
Bronya is still standing in the entryway contending with Ardana, and it looks like she hasn't caught sight of you yet. But Lank isn't wasting any time.
Oh, bye.
He gone. Before you realize what's happening, Lank has you by the wrist and is hauling you away from the dance floor and off down the hallway.
Oh, hi.
Lank finds safety in a bedroom. Respite block, you remind yourself, when you take stock of the conspicuous absence of any bed and the presence of the revolting slime cocoon in which trolls allegedly spend their repose. You hold each other in a tense and nervous silence, pressed against the locked door. What feels like an eternity passes, your breath held. The sound of your blood rushing through your own ears is almost enough to drown out the music.
Ah.
Seconds turn to minutes and nobody comes to find you. It seems for now you've escaped Bronya's notice.
Is there a reason why Bronya doesn't like him?
Probably a lot of reasons. When you turn your head to look back at Lank, you find he's been staring at you for some time.
I haven't been able to take my eyes off you since the moment I first saw you. You're just so interesting.
You freeze like a hare staring down a snake. Lank lifts his hand to brush a thumb across your cheek, fingers curling under your chin.
Oh dear.
You meet his eyes. His pupils are so black.
I want to know what it would be like to kiss you.
And I want to know if I could tear up this dance floor again. Lank's tongue darts out to wet his painted lips.
Do you want to kiss me?
I have a very unfortunate
Save.
feeling about what's gonna happen when I click this button.
Whoa.
Oh,
Well, you've already clicked on at least 2 mature content disclaimers to get this far. Why the hell not? Lank
What?
leans in and presses his lips against yours.
What is happening?
He kisses much more sweetly than he looks. His lips are soft and wet and taste like blackberries.
Oh my god.
This beats making out with a couple of greasy teens behind a dumpster, that's for sure. When one of his sharp fangs nicks your bottom lip, you don't even care. But when a drop of your blood beads out onto his invasive tongue, Lank draws back just an inch.
you taste sharp and dangerous.
Oh my god.
Like a weapon.
Is that a good thing?
I want the MSPA reader to ask it like that.
It's not a bad thing.
Lank pulls back further. His hand slips from your cheek and his fingers trail down your neck to rest on your collar, thumb brushing against the thrum of your pulse.
Have you ever paled
Lank shrugs off his jacket and starts unbuttoning his shirt. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is this really gonna go there? You're like, well, no, you've never done any alien intercourse with the bucket. It doesn't look like he even has one on him at the moment.
Oh my god, trolls have nipples.
That was apparently the wrong thing to say because Lank's face scrunches up in displeasure.
Don't mock me.
You know I always carry a pail with me just in case.
It's my
Oh.
first time.
What?
You seem fairly well practiced, no offense.
You figure laughing would constitute mocking him, so you don't? But the look you give him seems to say enough.
Us jades who live in the cloisters have been chosen for a very special duty. We are expected to adopt a caste and aesthetic life in service to the continuation of our species.
So what's happening here?
Yeah.
And when we undergo our ordeals and are sent off world, there's no such thing as a sneaking out of the cabins.
So is he basically enacting the same thing he was criticizing Lanera for?
Yeah.
That's kind of it?
If I don't do this now, when?
So it's the same fucking... What?
You're just a huge hypocrite.
What a
Yeah.
loser.
Yeah, my life is nearly over.
I am going to die soon, and if I don't get to bang at least once...
Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe this is
Will you
happening.
make me feel alive.
But before you can answer, Branya's voice starts to rise shrill above the heavy music.
Look!
Uh-oh.
Lang's hands shoot out at lightning speed to draw you close. Before you can so much as gasp, he presses one of his palms over your mouth to keep you quiet. Oh shit, she's close, and from the sound of it, she's getting closer.
Lank! I know you're here! You need to come out and come out right now!
Lank leans in close to your ear.
Oh shit.
What will you do?
Call
Yo,
his
save,
mom.
yo,
This is
save.
not problematic enough.
Yo, save, and also, I need to go get some water. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Well, I am uncomfortable.
I don't know what's happening.
Ew. So dirty. I don't like this.
Well,
feeling.
Jay, how does it feel
love-
to be seduced by Jay?
I love that we
you-
made Jay voice this character.
Ah, yeah, my life.
I love that we forced Jay to be sexy.
I have like a full body cringe. I hunch.
That's
Ah.
so sexy, Jay.
Tell me more about what your body does.
Tell us more about your hunch.
Okay, I may sound lightly less sick now. Okay. What will you do?
I'm assuming calling in his mom's probably gonna end it.
I guess.
So let's do.
I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna do both eventually. Call in the first one. You rip Lank's hand off your mouth and start yelling for Bronya.
What the fuck, dude?
Does he have tattoos?
No, I think that's just a troll anatomy thing.
Oh.
Lank tries to scramble away from you to make some sort of last-ditch effort to escape, but it's no use. Bronya hears you and comes running, furious. She hooks the locked door off its hinges before you can even get up to let her in. You duck flying chunks of alien architecture and scuttle off to avoid what you fear might be further alien fists.
Oh.
Oh!
Lank!
Ah!
As angry as her voice is, some of the fury goes out of her face the moment her gaze lands on Lank's state of partial undress. She reflexively brings a hand up to shield her eyes.
What in the world?
Well, this is gonna be hard to explain.
Put your clothes back on right this instant, young man.
Lank freezes where he stands, apparently accepting that he's been caught. There's nowhere left to run if he doesn't intend to fling himself out a window. A sneer uncoils on his face.
Oh, please, save the Purity Act. Like this is anything you haven't seen a dozen times before.
Bronya's face goes bright jade.
What? What in the world are you implying? I would never.
Forget Linera.
What?
You've always been the craziest bitch in the whole cloister.
Man, you do not fucking do this to Bronya! Fuck
you
you!
just want to start
Why?
trouble.
You know you aren't actually Alossus, right?
Oh God!
Whoa.
Bronya marches right up to Lank and slaps him hard across the face.
Thankfully.
Lank makes an undignified noise as he recoils from the blow. It looks like that really hurt. His face is stinging bright under the handprint. He forces out a strained laugh.
Ow. My word, Bronya. If you wanted to join us, all you had to do was ask.
Ah!
Damn, you wish you had some popcorn right now. You just kind of sit back and take it all in. Lank's invective has its apparent desired effect. Bronya is all but steaming at this point, hands balled into fists at her side. You kind of want to say hi to your friend, but she's a little preoccupied, it seems.
God damn it.
Oh, well, bad again.
Gotta get.
I'm not going to rise to your petty baiting. You know you're in the wrong here. 1, we've spoken time and time again about recklessly sneaking out to these parties, and now you're dragging Linera into your mess? 2, Linera has told me all about the things that you've been saying and doing to her and is completely unacceptable, Lank. 3, you've had more than enough lectures about the way you treat your flesh quadrant partners, and it absolutely needs to stop.
I forgot about her quirk.
4, you are coming back with me to the cloisters right now. When we're home, we're going to have one last serious talk about this, and if there aren't changes, there are going to be consequences.
Eventually, Bronya's overbearing hollering seems to finally break Lank down. He sighs, shoulders slumped, and rolls his eyes.
Oh, fine.
Bronya crosses her arms indignantly as she waits for Lank to finish fixing his clothes. Lank buttons his shirt, puts back on his jacket and his tie, and then he has to go retrieve his palm husk, which he seems to have discreetly slid over to where you're standing?
God damn it.
He casually saunters his way over, and instead of picking up his own device, snatches yours out of your hand.
Hey, I've got to go, but let me give you my chitter information.
Bitch?
Maybe we can pick up where we left off later, sweetheart.
Bitch? Branya stomps over to grab Lank by the ear and drag him away, but not before he's finished putting his chitter contact into your palm husk. He shoves it back into your hand, mouths you a "see you later," and is then fully hauled out of the room. I'm James now.
Oh, hypocrite!
You need to shut your mouth.
And then they're gone. Friendship accomplished, yes!
Oh, was that?
Oh, did you win?
Right.
That was the right answer.
Oh,
That was the correct answer.
Wow,
What the
our outfit, though. Holy
f-
damn.
I forgot!
Nice.
Oh, right.
Okay. Well,
I'm not ready for what we're about to do.
Not yet.
guys, I don't like that.
I'm
Very-
about to.
oh.
I don't know if I want to go where we're about to go.
Too bad.
Okay.
Time to fucking
yeah?
make out with a vampire troll.
You keep your mouth shut and wait for Branya to pass. She only shouts for a little while longer before the sound of her voice fades away. There are too many blocks in this hive for her to be trying to break down the door to everyone, and she didn't look too closely at this one. You lost her. When it becomes clear Branya is gone for good, Lank lets his hand fall away from your lips. You feel him smile against your ear.
Where were we?
You turn in Lank's arms and look into his blazing eyes. How can you alien pal without a bucket?
Ugh.
I don't mind doing it without one.
How does that work?
I don't know what that means.
Ah! Ah!
Sometimes it can be fun to get a little messy, don't you think?
Ah!
I need to go. I need to leave. Weren't you just saying this was your first time?
Ah!
Lank answers you with another kiss. This time he means business.
Oh.
Yeah, MC Chan.
Okay.
Oh! Wow. Phew. You go all the way with this super slutty alien, and then you slump out on the ground completely wasted. Maybe this all went kind of off the rails, but you have to admit, it would have been a real shame if you got through this entire extraterrestrial alien and never got to smash even a single alien. What would be the point, really?
It's a good point.
This guy really did a whole number on you.
Whoa.
You're laying spread eagled on the floor as Lank is putting his clothes back on.
Holy crap.
Man, this is probably your most accomplished friendship to date. You're not quite ready to move just yet, but since you and Lank are such good chums now, you figure it's a good a time as any to ask for his chitter. Lank seems surprised to even hear you speak.
Oh, sorry. I thought I killed you.
Aww. You want to add me on Twitter?
Yeah, you say, isn't that what friends do?
Oh,
Would you look at that? My bus is here.
sorry, I can't. My palm husk is broken right now.
Lank says while typing away furiously on his palm husk. He doesn't even look down at you. You're like, but you're using it right now. Lank rolls his eyes.
I thought you would take the obvious hint.
Wow.
Fucked up. What obvious hint? Lank huffs.
Look, I was trying to be nice, but you just weren't that
Whoa!
good, babe.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Damn.
I don't often ring the same bell twice, but if I were going to consider it, you'd have to show me a better performance than that.
Wow. Canonically bad at sex.
Wow, that sucks.
Whoa. Holy shit. That's that, you guess. Your lowest low. Your first time banging an alien, and you couldn't even satisfy him. A little seed of worthlessness takes root inside of you and germinates so explosively that it fills you up until there's basically nothing left. You die of shame instantly. Wow. Holy fucking shit. Holy
Wow.
fucking shit.
Wow.
Lank.
Well.
He got shamed.
Zebedee, or rather Zebra, did keep slaves though, so I think Lank still takes second place.
Yeah, I mean, an alien just telling us we're bad at sex, I mean, that sucks. Yeah, I admit that. But there are obvious people who were just straight up like, yeah, these guys live in my house and fucking work
Jay.
for me.
Jay, thank you for taking the bullet for us on Lank.
Oh, poor Jay.
Jay, you did great. You did great, and you probably never need to do it again. Probably. You still have one more ending for Lank.
We do?
Which
Did we-
one?
Oh, did we...
Did we
This.
skip
We
one?
didn't do the, oof, you're too scared.
Oh man, the sound of that is making you quake in your slutty little boots. Controversial fictional material, you say? Damn, it's almost starting to sound like a woman wrote this? What?
Wow!
Ardana clicks her tongue. She reaches for the cup of markers she keeps on a table next to the door and pulls one out. You flinch back as she wields it like a weapon to draw a big blue X on the back of your hand.
Here. Now all of my fine guests will know we've got a delicate little angel on our hands.
And then she turns to Lanera.
And what about you, my sweet thing?
Hmm?
I'm not real, so it's cool. I forgot I was everybody. Very well, then. Welcome to the bash. Drinks are free, but if you die of poisoning, you're contractually obligated to crook in range of one of my cameras. Toodaloo!
Ardana blows you a toxic kiss and saunters off to mingle with her enthusiastic guest. Are you sure? That sounds familiar. You and Lanera step past the threshold to have a look around. Lanera is visibly nervous, which is unfortunately a little bit infectious. You ask her where her friend is. She glances around a bit.
Oh, I don't know. He's... Oh, over there.
You follow her gaze into the living area outside the house. No, living area of the house. It's a far cry from the site outside. The music's not nearly so bumping as you originally thought it was. The whole shebang seems to have a pretty chill teenagers drinking Kool-Aid vibe. Apart from the fact that it's definitely not Kool-Aid. Everybody's milling about, chatting amiably. And Diamond's still here, by the way. You spot a few familiar faces. Diamond, flirting with roasting his Frank in the hearth. Elward leaned casually against the doorframe to the kitchen and talking to a cute girl. Skilla, recounting some enrapturing rodeo caper to a gang of gathered trolls. It's a real diverse roster of friendly folks. You spot who Lanera is pointing to at the center of the parlor's arrangement of couches and armchairs, sat among a group of friends on the floor, the only other Jadeblood in the room. He's even more impeccably dressed and done up than the rest of the markedly fashion-forward Jades you've met. When he catches sight of Lanera, his face lights up, and he rises to make his way over and greet you.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, Lanera, you made it after all! I was just starting to think you weren't going to come.
Oh, no.
Ah, well, surprise! I didn't not come. I mean, I did come. Hi, I'm here. Lol.
You cringe, but Lank seems otherwise unaffected by Lanera's astonishingly embarrassing display. He turns to you with a warm smile.
And who's this?
You can't help but get a little flustered when your eyes meet. His makeup and stylings might lean to the severe and feminine, but he has a contrastively calming and masculine voice that puts you at ease right away. He seems to have quite the opposite effect on Lanera. Before you can answer yourself, she starts babbling a mile a minute.
Oh, this is my friend. I find that they're an alien. I guess I almost married them because I was jealous of their friendship with Branya Lowell, but I didn't know we were friends now. So I'm starting to work past my self-destructive obsession with her and agreed they'd come to me because me, I'm socially anxious and afraid of you.
That's awfully nice of them.
Oh, hold on, sorry. I know that was a lot at once. Let me reorganize that statement into a clearer, distinguishable list of bullet points.
You've absolutely no need to do that, Lanera. Come on. I've understood your point just fine. Murder, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lank looks back at you. Also, I want to read this. The chat says, A theory I heard that I really like is that Lank is kind of a social chameleon. His personality and mood shift depending on the mood surrounding him. Interesting. I don't like him anymore because of it, but...
Oh. Thank you for helping Linera feel more comfortable here. Why don't you come and sit with us?
Lank turns and gestures to the other trolls he was speaking with before. A teal-blooded boy and an indigo-blooded girl, neither of whom you recognize. They have their notebooks in their laps. They give you friendly waves.
Wow.
Okay, sounds great. What are we doing?
We were just in the middle of a poetry reading. Oh.
Wow.
I don't know if you've prepared anything of your own to share, but you might find it relaxing just to listen.
Poetry?
Do what you want.
Linera's face has gone bright green. Oh boy.
Oh, well, why would you think I've written any poetry?
Oh, she did. I don't really. It was merely a suggestion. Have you?
Maybe? Wait. No.
That's the correct answer, right? You put a comforting hand on Linera's shoulder, intuiting immediately that she has indeed written plenty of poetry, but is embarrassed by the prospect of sharing any of it. You remind her she's among trusted friends here and has nothing to fear.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well then, please come and join us. Poetry at a daughter's house, who would have thought?
Lank leads you down to his group, inviting you to sit down with them in a circle. Linera goes to deliberate lengths to insert you between herself and Lank so that you're the one sitting next to him.
Why don't we pick back up where we left off?
What?
I was just about to read my latest piece.
Oh. You say, yeah, sounds great. Lank's two friends close their eyes and take each other's hands. You and Linera are both plenty surprised when Lank and the indigo blood sitting next to Linera try to take yours and close the circle. Ardana put on a really, calming and relaxing party here. At your obviously shocked expression, Lank explains.
We find that physical contact helped us feel closer on a spiritual level during our poetry session.
That seems vaguely smarmy.
Nah. But if you aren't comfortable with it, you are under no obligation.
Okay.
You feel really respected right now, so you and Linera both assent to join the circle. She even takes the initiative to hold your hand first. Lank reaches out and takes your hands gently in his. You don't know what it is, but you can't help yourself from blushing shyly. His hand is soft and warm in yours. Soft red nails immaculately manicured.
Short, not soft.
Ah, they're both soft and short.
Then let us begin. This is a short poem I've written in free verse, based on something that haunted me as of late.
Uh-oh.
That ass. Oh, no. Reflecting back on one of my most complicated and passionate past relationships. Forgive me. This might be a bit raw. It is as yet untitled.
Lank draws a deep breath and closes his eyes. His notebook is open in his lap. You can see the poem written there in an elegant hand, but he doesn't need to look at it to recite the words.
What is the meaning of a memory? A question I oft ponder. Intangible and untraceable by anything but the mind, yet so potent as to leave one sick, as if poisoned or wounded in a literal sense. And what is there in regret and longing? Can my laminations change the past? Will they move the future? Shall they amount to much more than what unmoors my here and now? If I restrict my world to that but which is before my eyes, to those whom I may touch, to that which I might alter. One would no doubt conclude that thoughts of you are last among what I would consider to matter. And still you haunt me yet like a scar, like a disguise uneager to abate. Who are you? And who am I after so long without you? I know. I don't know. I won't know. What do I know but what I know, and what can it even mean to know? No, no, no! Ah, though it so vexes me, though so little I valued it when it was before me, a thing and a you I could touch and see and know and hate and wonder, revile / friendship.
Worship. What?
Yeah. Listen, I'm drowning here. No, now it and you are traceless ghosts, and I preoccupy myself with nothing but futile tasks of redefinition and reinterpretation and
Circuitous.
Yes, dwellings on that which I understand even less now than in the times when my wonderings might have been so easily answered with a question or a bite or a kiss or even a single word spoken honestly. Pressed though I am to give color to our bond, I look not to onyx nor ash, but that which pulses within our very veins, that so blinding jade, hard as the stone for which is so unnamed.
God, fine, just shut up and I'll fuck you.
Oh my god.
And pulled, hammered, and forged, shaped unnaturally as if in a chain. A stricture within scriptures. Ah, yes. A certain so meaningful tincture. Sure. Resent you though I must, envy you though I may. Now leagues and leagues stretch between us, and I make peace with not knowing what I say.
Ah!
You are only that which is within me, my blood and my mind, and that is at once nothing and the most elementary definition of everything.
Oh my god, single tear!
Ah!
Oh my god.
You realize you were holding your breath when Lank finally finishes. The circle falls into meaningful silence, taut as a wire. The tension breaks when his eyes flutter open, tears spilling over his long lashes. You squeeze Lank's hand gently. He weeps silently and beautifully. Such powerful art. He musters a wan smile as he gazes across the circle at Lanera.
Lanera, would you like to read next?
No, not really. Lanera looks stunned. There's moisture gathering in the corner of her eyes. Of course, anyone would be moved by something so emotional and raw. Oh.
I guess I have
God.
a poem I could read.
Oh. Lanera takes out her planner and reads it, breaking the circle of held hands. She can't recite it from memory like Lank. When she speaks, her voice is small and timid.
This one's called Still. I'm still. I sit still. I do what I'm told still. I wonder about the way that I am and I think still. I see her every day and I still miss her. She hugs me and I still feel cold. I'm surrounded by people and I'm still alone. I'm still me. I still love her, and I still hate that.
Wow, you're really proud of Linera for opening up like this. She's crying too now. You reach out and take her hand back in yours. The indigo blood beside her comfortingly strokes her shoulder. She did good.
Aw, sorry. It's not really good and long like yours, Link. I'm not really a poet or anything. I just wrote down how I feel.
Linara, it's fine. I thought it was beautiful. Poetry is about expressing yourself. It's not important that it be any set length or sound any certain way. All that matters is that you've spoken your blood pusher. And I think you've accomplished that remarkably. We are all very proud of you. Oh.
You find yourself drawn into a group hug by Lank and the other trolls.
This is nice!
Linera is sobbing openly now, and her raw emotion seems to have inspired similar pathos in the others. Before you know it, you feel yourself tearing up too. It feels good to get it all out, but before long it's becoming clear Linera is kind of reaching her limit. She pulls back and sniffles out something about wanting to go home. Oh!
Of course, Linera. If that's what you need. I'll talk to you back at the cloister.
Okay!
See to it that she gets back safe, will you?
You tell Lank that of course you will, and take Linera carefully by the hand to lead her out of the party. She squeezes your fingers back to let you know she appreciates you. Ooh. You walk back from the party in a comfortable silence for a while. When you glance over at her face, it occurs to you that you've never seen Linera this happy. Of course, this is literally the second time you've ever met her, so you guess you don't actually have much frame of reference for what her normal emotional state actually is. You really want to encourage her on this path of recovery she's going down and all, so you ask her about, her and Lang.
What?
Her and Lang.
Well, we're just friends. I mean, it's not like I have a crush on him or anything. I know I've had romantic feelings for a girl before, so it'd be really problematic if I liked a boy now.
Oh, you say you're sorry? You didn't know?
It's okay. Just don't let it happen again.
Okay. Linera gives a warm smile and reaches out to pull you into a hug.
Thank you for helping me. I was really nervous, and I think if it hadn't been for your help, I wouldn't have been able to come at all. But I did, so thanks. It wasn't perfect, but I think I really opened up tonight. I'll see Link again. And you, I hope. In the future, things will be easier, right?
You're certain they will. You put a comforting arm around her shoulders and walk her the rest of the way home. You feel like this night really taught you an important lesson. Not everything is about collecting the largest quantity of friends as is humanly possible. Sometimes strengthening your bond with someone you already know can be just as rewarding. So screw you, you say to the concept of good endings and bad endings and narrative railroading. This route makes you feel heckin' valid, and that's fine by you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Valid!
Hey, there were two good paths.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Well, this is probably the best path.
Like, I don't know how to... I know how I feel about Lank for most of what we did today. But
I
now...
would like this one to be the canon Lank, and that would be
I accept this being canon Lank. What's the other Lank never existed.
never happened.
Other Lank was the
ending,
worst.
bad path.
And give him the boot. You know what? I do want to understand, though.
Well, it's at this point where I have to defer to the chat once again whether or not we're supposed to look at this right now. Okay, we're good to hit yes now. Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Yes,
gonna have
you
to
are.
pass off. Oh, it is?
Yep.
Of course you do. Your sort of creature always does. Can someone take over for default narrator guy?
Sure. You're worn out.
Okay.
Last night was, well, it sure was something. You lived, probably. You learned, definitely. You made choices. You had to. And after all this time, here you still are. So after a day of recuperation from ragers and houses of horror, you're out walking the streets of this place. You may as well start calling home. You've changed out of your party gear, opting for your old hoodie standby. It fits the mood you're in. You're not really looking to meet anyone new tonight. Well, like, you wouldn't say no, probably, but you're not jonesing for it. Only a little. It's complicated. After an indeterminable amount of minutes of aimlessly walking, you look around at where you've ended up. You seem to have wandered into a dirt pile. Oh, you know this dirt pile. It's Fozzer's corpse field. How did you get here, you wonder? You're pretty sure you were just on the other side of the city with no particular desire to come anywhere near here. It's probably fine. Just your deep, innate bro-owning skills taking over your goddamn body. Just little friendship things. You look around for your pal Fozzer, peeking down into a few of the deeper holes. You might as well say hello since you're here and all. Holy shit, that! Again? Curiosity killed the cat, but you've definitely got more than 9 lives, so you shrug and slide, not gracefully, down into the shiny hole.
Oh!
There is nowhere to be found, but there is a window down here. It's almost completely unearthed, and doesn't take much effort to free it the rest of the way. At first you think it might be some cool new trash you could make art with, but when you look closer you reconsider. There's a whole ass room you can see through the painted glass lying at your feet. That's weird. Weirdness isn't typically a deterrent for you, but usually there's at least some causational coherence. Doors are in walls, walls surround rooms. You aren't used to finding parlors and ditches? Is there a latch or something? Should you do a polite little knock? There might be friends in there. Damn, you could really go for some friends right now. Is there protocol for approaching ditch window?
Allow me to stop you there. I am a timeless being of the void, but even my patience has its limits. Fun is fun, but this frivolous navel-gazing is no longer necessary. Come in from behind the shadow of that narrative text. It's so very hard to see your face.
Oh.
You aren't sure where you are, and it's unsurprisingly a little nerve-wracking. You look over your shoulder at the window. You guess you just fucking came on through. The Alternian sky is framed by the edge of your dirt hole, and the knot in your stomach loosens a bit. Hopefully that means this is a two-way portal? You turn to look at your surroundings, and oh, there's someone here. The guy you just heard, you assume. He doesn't look like any of the other aliens you've met.
Oh, I'm not an alien, or no more than any of us are alien to each other. In fact, nothing is alien to me. The root concept behind the term is alienation, being forced from that which is natural. Nothing is unnatural to me. I look upon all realities as equally inviting and approachable. It's you, my dear, who are out of place. I could see that even if I was not omniscient, which I am.
Okay, so not an alien. With no horns or a caste sign, though, he's definitely not a troll. Whoever he is, he seems to be white. Just really, really white and round. His outfit is, admittedly, kinda dope. Looking at him really ramps up your friend thirst. He's just got this quality about him that you've got to get with. You take a step toward him almost without thinking about it.
Oh, my apologies. That compulsion has become extraneous. Let me take care of it for you.
He snaps his fingers and your knees buckle. The force of the universe presses down on you like G-force. You blink and somehow he's there immediately, arms outstretched to catch you as you fall. He steers you to a chase lounge and you drape yourself weakly onto it.
Please have a seat. The emotional transition might be a tad uncomfortable, but I know you've handled worse. You're quite the soldier. Allow me to be the first to say that I'm very pleased with your work. I knew exactly what you were going to do, of course. And most of your work was, in fact, my work. Regardless, congratulations are in order.
What is this guy talking about? Your work? You try to parse what he's saying, but your body is still shaking from whatever he just did to you.
and it's hard to think in here. You suddenly, sharply, don't feel friendly toward him at all anymore, or toward anyone. The void left by that feeling is a freshly gaping horror. It's like who you thought you were caved in itself, a black hole of personality eating your body up from the inside. You try to pull your shit together. He seems like he means business. This is no time to lose it, no matter if your sense of self is shattering.
When you truly reflect on yourself, you surely can't with any honesty claim to believe any of this was by your own making. Crash landing on a hostile alien world, surviving the impact, dragging around a half-broken body and somehow not immediately being eaten by a local fauna. Did you learn an alien language just by thinking about it very, very hard?
Right. Malik said something about that. That you were speaking perfect Alternian? And it was kind of weird, but you kind of just accepted it. For no good reason. That's your whole deal. Your friends all accepted your quirks. That's what friends do. You say it to convince yourself as much as to prove it to him.
So many trolls, so many fascinating aliens, and all of them wanted to know you. Did you really think you managed that on your own laurels? Were they all drawn to an indefinable something, a je ne sais quoi?
Well, yeah. You had this whole emotional arc. You got self-confidence. You grew as a person and helped others to grow. The white text guy doesn't make expressions, but you get the feeling he's looking at you pityingly.
I find you sweet, honestly I do. I don't intend to cause emotional injury, I'm just telling you the truth. I never lie, you'll find. It isn't like you don't have any admirable qualities of your own, of course. You have made quite the valuable vessel for me, and I appreciate that very much. I could not have done it without you. I am only joking. I absolutely could have done it without you. It is just infinitely more fun to do these things together, is it not?
What things? What did he do? What did you do? You hope you didn't do something that would fuck over all your friends. Though, when you try to think about them now, the bonds you felt before come up all twisted. Without the artificial friendship drive he'd given you pushing you forward, you're not even sure what those memories are supposed to feel like. You close your eyes and breathe. You try to remember the way Polypa touched your face after you touched hers, her claws trailing down your cheeks, how Tisius slept, trusting as you kept watch, how Tagore gave you a chance when he saw something in you didn't even see in yourself, how, not that long ago, you got the chitter handle of an extremely friendly Jadeblood boy. Those moments are like the memories of warmth to you now, blurry, cold, out of reach. Was all of that nothing? Your heart is a chasm.
Don't worry so much about it. I simply needed some dots connected, some pieces in place for my next move. Choose whichever metaphor suits you. Whichever way you frame it, because of you, everyone will soon be in their right place.
Shit! What have you done? Your head starts to spin, you think you might cry, so you pull your hood up over your head to block out the harsh green of the room. You try to imagine it still smells a little like Malik. It doesn't smell like anything, really, but you remember what it smelled like at first, and you hold on to that. It was real, you tell yourself. Your friends were real, and what you felt for them, and with them was real too. You're so afraid for them, and as guilty as you feel for craving it, the fear just makes you need those feelings felt before even more. You're clawing desperately for the euphoria of caring, of being cared for. Who cares if your hand was forced? You felt it, and it still mattered. It matters. You remember how you felt watching Chixie perform, bathed in light and righteous anger, and also how you drunkenly commiserated with her later when... No, that's not right. That didn't happen. Except you still remember how hungover you were the next day. Just when you started making sense of things, the whole fucking world shifts under your feet again. You just can't keep up with all this moving real estate in your brain.
Ah yes, all of the resets. Annoying, but necessary. You were just indescribably bad at keeping yourself alive and in one piece, and you weren't quite as adept at befriending aliens to start out with. My intervention was necessary to keep you on the right path. Time and space mean very little to me, but I had to move quickly and, again, repeatedly. Swipe some incriminating note-taking here, befriend an impressionable young upstart there, anger a cholera bear, inspire some bandits. You know how it is. You have to throw the temporal spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. I'm sure if you look back, you'll be able to see traces of my deft touch. So a few memories may have slipped through the cracks here and there. Timelines tend to collapse in on each other when you aren't being careful. Your ability to mentally withstand such an event and so often is a testament to my acumen in choosing you for the task. You even almost caught on a few times, which I must say I was not expecting. You almost listened to the silly little girl who likes to dress up in big coats and cause me trouble. And as always, some bystanders end up caught in the crossfire. The one with the shovel, for instance. I doubt his mind will ever be the same. A pity.
You sit up straighter and clench your hands into fists. Over the course of his pompous monologuing, you've moved past fear and grief and onto deep, globe-chafing rage. How dare he do this to your mind, to your friends' lives? What was so important that one white-orbed asshole had to fuck with the destinies of everyone you've ever grown to care about? There are answers out there, and you deserve them, and so you demand them.
Adorable.
Yikes. You shift on the chase lounge so as to better hide your famous legs from this creepy round fucker.
Oh, calm down. All of you and your adherence to societal expectations and archetypes. Perhaps one day you could just learn to take a compliment. Besides, I was being condescending. So you demand answers.
He sighs theatrically. You aren't sure where the noise is coming from. He doesn't have a mouth. How is he even talking? How the fuck does anything work at all?
I knew you would, but I find explaining myself incredibly tedious. Suffice it to say, I am a man of many boards and fields of play, and although there are countless ways to move the players around the boards, some are doubtlessly more entertaining than others. You were simply one pawn among many. I won't bore you with the details. Doubtless you are aware of the greater contextual framework of the story.
The hell you are! You aren't aware of jack shit. Your head is full of question marks.
Oh, of course. How thoughtless of me. See, yet another unfortunate side effect of the limitless conversing with the narratively limited.
He taps a thumb and forefinger to his orb.
Perhaps it would suit you better to understand gradually. And when I say gradually, please understand that I mean it. You won't be leaving. But yes, I do believe this will clarify some things for you.
What?
This way, please.
He opens the door and gestures inside. There's light coming from in there, but it still gives off the vibe of a dark closet door in an unfamiliar bedroom at 3 a.m. You're afraid, yeah, but you want to understand even more. You stand up and take a step, conscious of the movement of the muscle in your legs. With the rosy sheen of your friendship hypnosis or whatever the fuck you did to you gone, the sensation of moving your own body feels heightened. Important. Yours. There's probably a version of you that would try to turn him down, or that would fight or run or take a nap in the surprisingly comfortable piece of antique furniture. You even consider rushing back to say goodbye to somebody, anybody at least, but you know there isn't time to click through all that bullshit. Those tributaries flicker in your mental periphery, so tangible you can almost see yourself choosing one, but you pull your focus back to your present and look him right in the orb. You just have to trust they'll remember you, because the you you've become after this journey, after all this friendship and growth and death and time that you needs to understand, you owe it to your friends, but even more, you owe it to yourself. You've found your river, and you're going to see where it leads. So you follow him.
Sit here, please. In the interest of expediency, I will leave you to your own devices while I deal with an unexpected but entirely unwanted guest. It shouldn't be too hard to parse out the truth on your own. All you need to do is read a brief webcomic.
Oh boy.
What? Oh, is it gonna open? It opens Homestuck.
And then Hive Swap Friendsim. The protagonist was the reader of Homestuck the whole time.
Wow.
The protagonist was the reader.
Wow.
I'm not. I'm very.
We were
I'm
the
happy.
Friendsim all along.
I'm happy.
Yeah. By
I
the
got
way,
to.
that pseudo got
Yeah, let me-
spoiled for me.
Yeah, let me have a look at what we were gonna see down here at the bottom. That you very, very kindly avoided showing me I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
That's
I
fun.
see.
That's fun.
Yeah, because I was like,
should've
when I
done
bought the most
that.
recent chapter, I was like, okay, let me just make sure it's installed. What the fuck is he doing here?
Yeah, that's fun. They probably should. They should have made that pop up after you did it.
Yeah.
It seems like there might have been some coding errors there or something. but-
That's possible. That's fine. That's fine. And I'm sorry that you got spoiled, but at least the whole stream got to see it for the first time.
That's so
Yeah.
Thank you,
cool.
Bojan.
I'm really happy. I love Doc Scratch. He's very fun to play. Very, very, very fun.
What?
Well, fuck. That was 2.5 solid hours.
That was a,
Yeah.
that was a very, very long one.
That was what is that the final Friendsim?
That is.
Oh, yeah, that's
really-
the end of Friendsim.
Wow. The reader of
How did
Friendsim
that-
got totally fucked up. That was not a good ending for him.
It sure wasn't.
It was not good.
But
Oh,
it makes sense.
yeah.
What?
That's okay. He got to read a good story after that.
Why did that matter?
uh,
Like, why did they have to be? Why did the Friendsim people have to do with the comic?
Oh, Jay. Jay,
What is-
Jay,
what?
Jay.
But what it?
I
there's more
wonder.
trolls, sure,
do you
but
think-
why did it?
Do you think?
Do I think?
Do you think the guest that he had to go deal with?
Oh,
might
yeah.
have been
Oh, yeah.
Joey.
Oh.
Mm.
What about Joey? I miss Joey. I want Joey. Where is
Joey?
No,
Who is Joey? Oh,
Who's
Jay.
Joey?
Oh, she's the protagonist of Hive Swap Jay.
Oh shit!
Ah,
I
Jay.
thought he was
It's been
talking
too long.
about someone else that
Also possible, I guess. Well, that was fun. I like that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Brief break?
yeah, we can take a brief break.
All right. Well, shit. Let's take that brief break.
Yeah, we'll be back shortly. And
Cool.
going to mute right now. And that was Jay ruining the fact that we're back. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
And,
No, Jay.
oh, shit. What's all this noise? Actually,
Oh.
I wonder if I can...
Look at that noise.
I can zoom in a little bit.
Hey. Nice. Perfect. That's
There we
enough. Maybe a bit much even.
Okay.
No. There you go. Perfect. Nice.
Anyway, so, hey, Jay, do you remember when Carcat got knocked out or whatever? And
Do you guys... Falchion, do you remember how long this...
I thought he was just... He took a nap.
This was
you
a
remember how-
while ago.
This is gonna be so long.
Asleep. He wasn't asleep for the whole time that the bullet or the dashboards, the discussion boards were happening, right?
Well, no, he was awake because he was posting those.
Oh, I thought he was posting them in the future while his current self slept because a lot of them were sleeping in the. Oh God, I
Look,
don't
he's
even.
past. You're gonna be past Carcat right now, okay? And you cannot be past Carcat because he's in the past and he's asleep. You ready?
We better fucking wake him up.
Boop.
Oh shit.
Oh
It's
shit.
time.
What?
What? I don't know what's going on here.
Where'd you go?
Did I fall asleep? Sorry.
Sweetheart.
It's also my
Oh, man.
very loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go.
What's going on, everybody?
volume control?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's maybe put it one lower, yeah.
Okay, there.
All right, there we go. Sorry, I was still pretty loud. Oh, Jay. So what should we do, Jay?
Oh
I
God.
don't even know what we can.
We have half an hour. Let's talk to everybody real fast.
Everyone has two little things, except for that one dude who's just going at it.
Wait, how do I?
Let's talk to
There we
Trezzy.
go.
Just talk to Trezzy.
I'm trying. How do I? There we go. Space.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow, check out who finally woke up. We've been trying to wake you for an hour, but you are unresponsive to even the most senseless of drummings.
My head hurts.
Probably due to the aforementioned nub drubbings.
Will you shut up about the drummings? Put that cane away, damn it. It's not like you even need it. I had a horrible dream, okay?
Oh?
Zoom in a little bit more, please, ask the chat.
No problem.
Oh, that's great. I finally woke up on Prospect.
You did?
Oh God, that mo.
Why is it not? There we go.
Oh god, I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah, well, sorry we can't go on our enchanted golden magic carpet ride or whatever you had in store for us, but now it's too late. Dream Me is dead.
I know. All of us are. Prospect was completely destroyed.
Oh shit, really? Guess that's not guess that's not too surprising. Anyway, I saw the demon again. I think I know who it is.
Who is it?
I don't know how it's possible. I need to search for more answers before I know for sure.
Stop being mysterious and tell me.
No way, I'm not jumping to hasty conclusions. If it turns out I'm right, then I guess we both get to say I told you so.
Fine. And so you saw him just before he destroyed Prospect?
Yeah, and that wasn't even the bad part of the dream.
That was an hour ago. How have you been dreaming about, or what have you been dreaming about since?
I don't want to talk about it. The bottom line is, everyone here is forbidden from going to sleep.
Forbidden?
Yes, and as your leader, I am ordering all Prospect Dreamers to stay awake, no matter how tired you get.
Alright.
Do you ever even get tired?
What's that supposed to mean?
All you do is run your mouth all day and sniff and lick people inappropriately with that shit-eating grin. I don't think I've ever seen you yawn.
I'm getting pretty tired right now, as a matter of fact. I'm tired of your bullshit.
God, I'm tired. I get the
Oh,
lowdown.
those are all horns.
So guess what? We've been in contact with some aliens from the universe we created.
Okay, so?
Don't you think that's kind of neat?
No, it's boring. Who cares?
I thought, as our intrepid leader, that was something you might want to know.
Alright, as leader, I recommend we deliver them a delightful gift basket via trans-universal bulge thrust. Are you taking this down?
I'm not saying we need to make friends with them or anything, but we've begun to suspect that they have something to do with our session. Paradoxically speaking.
Is there anything ever not paradoxically speaking?
Maybe we can figure out a way to get ourselves out of this jam.
Nope, I already told you, we're doomed. A meaningless race of aliens won't change that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of important shit to do.
You mean a lot of important wandering around aimlessly and talking to people?
Yes, exactly.
Do
Do not beat Terezi, not yet. But later. In fact, maybe even next stream. At this rate.
Oh.
No, but nothing will happen if we come back and don't do Karkat stuff over again. Right? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's all of the
alright.
content is here simultaneously. It's just whatever order you choose to do it in.
Yeah. Well, Jay, it's you.
Oh. Hey, KK, most of these computers are shit. So unless you've got a real good reason, I don't think I'm gonna bother fixing them.
I'm fine. Thanks for your asking, man. Your concern is really appreciated. I appreciate it.
Fuck you and your prima donna garbage. I am not going to break down sobbing because you pass out at the sight of a little blood. Why don't you, man?
Hey, fuck you. I turn around and see a crazy girl with a chainsaw and a tsunami of brown. Is it too much to ask that we not turn our little hideout into a slaughterhouse?
What did you want me to do? Oh, what do you want me, to do? To do get down on the floor and kiss your fainted corpse on the lips to wake you up in a non-existent person? Oh,
Yes.
ah.
Let's not do this, okay, man? Just this once. I do not have the energy.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So what's the deal with these aliens? Is it anything I should give a shit about?
No, not at all. They're useless and uninteresting, like I'm sure you've already gathered. I'll recommend we don't bother with them, though our
Radio.
Aradia seems to think we'll be in each other's sponges eventually, or inevitably. Whatever, I'm pretty committed to not having anything to do with them ever.
Good, that's what I like to hear.
Uh-huh. Sure, KK. By the way, the look of some of your future memos, it looks like you're gonna get pretty wound up in this thing soon.
Man, fuck my future memos.
No way. They're hilarious. Best thing about having you as a leader, hands down.
Man, fuck that sentiment, and fuck you and fuck future me.
Okay. What about past you? Is past you cool?
The only guy more irritating and stupid than future me is past me. You little shit, you laughing about it. I'm gonna respond to Kanai in this memo. Current doop. Okay. Everything's fine, I guess.
What happened?
I passed out for about an hour. Fucking embarrassing. You are out of your goddamn mind, you know.
Shit hive maggots, you mean?
Oh yeah. In a good way, though. Okay, I'm shutting this memo down for my past self. Since he's currently lying unconscious on the floor an hour ago. See you in the future now.
Till then.
Yep, we read that last time. Cool.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh
Oh shit! It's
Oh.
Fefri! Oh shit.
Finally! So, Karkat, what was your dream like after you died? I've been glowingly crazy over here wondering about it.
I'm not talking about it. Just don't go to sleep. Oh wait, you're a Durst dreamer, right? Never mind. Knock yourself out, literally.
You look so nervous and pale. Were you scared of what you saw?
What am I talking to you about? It do you not get? Huh?
There's no reason to be scared. They're not as terrible as they look. When Durst was destroyed, I'm going to go to sleep and prove it. I will prove it to you and them as well.
Them?
Our new friends. You'll see. Everything is going to be okay. This is pretty exciting, don't you think?
Meh.
Glub to that attitude.
Yeah, well, glad to hear. Wait, hang on. What? Be future Fefri real quick. Huh?
She sleep. You
cannot be future-
Fefri
yeah.
because in the future Fefri is asleep.
Okay, cool. She's asleep then. Can't be that.
Let's be all
Aradia.
of Hannah's characters.
Great.
Yay.
Have you decided to troll them yet?
Troll who?
Never mind. Let's pretend I didn't say that, and let's also pretend it isn't inevitable.
What the frond buckling nook stench are you talking about?
Nothing. It's not like a decision you are about to make will invariably lead to every problem we have and will ever face, as well as the great undoing itself. Just keep listening to your angry impulses. It will all be fine. Actually, I guess I could kill you right now and stop it all from happening, thus dooming us all to an offshoot timeline. I might consider that if we all weren't doomed anyway. And if you weren't my friend.
You know what was great? When you used to not be a robot. Because this robot thing, this is bullshit. If we weren't all about to die, I'd dedicate our whole team to finding a way to bring you back to life. But we are. So guess we'll have to ride out the next few hours with a spooky tin can psychopath. Sounds like a blast. What was the other option? Wait, was there a second option for her?
I think just to be her.
Be future radio. Oh!
You cannot be Future Aradia because in the future, Future Aradia has exploded.
Oh! Why?
No!
Oh!
Oh god, this is so great! They look like they're all so much fun!
No, who?
The humans!
What's a human?
The alien kids! Come on, Carcat! You need to stop taking all these silly naps and get up to speed!
Wait, what have you been doing? Have you been pulling your RP nonsense on them? To talk about a shitty first encounter! Okay, as leader, I forbid you from RPing with them.
But Ugly's already forbidden me from doing that. Not that I am listening to him, but shh.
Wait, he did? Okay, then as your leader, I order you to RP with them as much as possible. Be as obnoxious about it as you can.
Yay!
That.
Oh my god!
Alright, Jay, you're up.
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Hey, you know what would have been an awesome time to take the opportunity to saw your lower torso off and replace it with robo-legs?
No.
Any goddamn time before now! You know, during our whole adventure when they might have come in handy! Also, when I didn't happen to be standing around, that would have been so sweet.
Oh, sorry. I mean, it wasn't... I was kind of asleep too, so I didn't have a lot to say in the matter.
Did you see him?
Who?
The demon, when you were asleep.
No.
Well, he was right fucking there! I told you to look, but I guess you were too busy frolicking in the sky or whatever you do on that gaudy yellow moon.
Oh, man. Yeah. Sky frolicking was definitely the thing I was preoccupied by.
Anyway, that was just before he blew the place up.
Whoa! Is that what happened?
Idiot. Just don't go to sleep, spread the word.
I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm too excited about these awesome legs. Look at me go! Whoops!
And he
it's here.
fell down. Anyway.
Yeah, it looks like there's a second option for
Look at
Nepeta.
that.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh.
Whoops,
No,
time to
it's
click
just
through.
the one.
Clickety, clickety, clickety,
Yeah.
clickety, 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 clickety.
Alright, so having seen us edit Earthbound, that's just an Earthbound walk cycle.
A little
right
bit.
there.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, it is. Yep.
Oh, Jay.
Oh god.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, Nepeta. This robo-leg bullshit was your idea, wasn't it?
Oh! I only supplied the technological means. Through my lobbying for a hooven quadrupedal lower torso went tragically disregarded.
Okay, I hereby order you to never even think about giving someone horse legs again. Is that understood?
Yes, I can follow that order, sir. Are there any other orders you would like to issue to me in a manner that is similarly forceful?
I also order you to stop getting off on my orders for like the 500 fucking time.
Yes, and you will continue to order me to do so. I command it. Ugh. I need a towel.
Go have your butler get you one, you snooty douche.
Arthur is dead, and so is his ghost. Remember.
Oh yeah. Sorry, man, I forgot. Didn't mean to bring up a sore subject.
Is this where embrace jocularity as if we are bros? I will be as gentle as possible.
Don't touch me.
No promises.
Hey, shit stack, what are you doing? Please, for the love of God, let it be something inconsequential and benign.
Carcat, man, you were out for a long time. I made so many plans for these humans while you were asleep. Do you know how many plans have been made?
Oh, probably all of them, even though plans aren't really an exhaustingly quantifiable thing. We both fucking know that!
Yes, all of them. So many irons, too. Guess where the irons are?
Please, don't let them be in the fire. Please, don't let them be in the fire.
They are in the fire!
Oh my god! God fucking damn it. Look, whatever you're doing, stop. Or put it on pause. Could you please do that? Could you please? I wasn't going to bother with the humans, but now you're making me nervous. Just give me the chance to look into this matter, and then I'll brief everybody. Maybe with a speech or something. Can you do that? Please! I just said that with 8 E's.
Fine. I'll take a break, Carcat. Only because you were so polite about it. It'll give me a chance to go get some stuff done.
Fine, I'll be back later then. Okay. Hey, I just got done talking to you in the past. Remember you were fucking around with the volcano and I passed out for an hour?
Vaguely.
That was now. Hey, guess what? New orders. No more impromptu amputations, okay?
Impromputations?
Yeah, keep your lipstick capped, okay? I don't want to turn around and see rainbow blood spraying every which way just because you think the place is a little drab.
I did my best to clean up the blood before you woke up.
Thanks for that. Also, another new order. Don't go to sleep.
Don't worry, I don't really want to find out what happens if I do. Any other orders? Such as those which might pertain to these alien children?
Yeah, my orders are that they're completely irrelevant and who cares about them?
How are those orders?
Because I'm your leader, that's how.
They are not irrelevant.
How do you know that?
It's a bit complicated, but I believe you should give them a closer look before you decide what to do about them, if anything. Perhaps then an especially leaderly speech will be in order.
Okay, I doubt that, but whatever.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Look at this shit all over the floor. Barely been here a couple hours, and this dude turns the lab into his own personal clown sty. Oh, I can actually talk to him. Okay, there we go.
All right, here we go. Oh my God. Hey, can I help a tired-looking brother get his motherfucking nap on? Sleep in the horn pile? Only $420 boon, man. I just slept on the floor for an hour. Doesn't look like I need a nap. Besides, I just banned everyone from sleeping, so don't go pulling this horn pile innkeeper shit, okay? Also, stop dancing. It's awful. Okay, well, if you get your mind all changed about that, then you know where to find the pile, best friend. Oh yeah, and clean your fucking garbage off the floor. If this shit isn't gone in a few hours, I'm seriously gonna flip out.
Oh my god.
Love you, Gamsey.
What a fucking vulgar display this is. Airing out all this dirty laundry like they're putting a big fucking pile of horns in the middle of the room. At least I got the upright basic decency to hide my shitty Von pile somewhere in the lab. You won't find it even, don't even bother looking.
Why do you assholes have piles of things? Just stop. No, but you should leave.
Looks like someone needs to stop playing games for girls. It's almost impossible to cross the room without tripping over this goddamn thing. The mess in here is unreal. I mean unreal. Alright.
Probably
There
it. Just some blinking router in the background.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh,
What's
yo,
this?
dog. Yo, dog, take a hard left. Yeah. Oh,
shit.
hell.
We found some
You
boon
got some
dollars.
boon dollars. Who cares? If you walk left from that chest, is it here? There's somewhere. There's secrets in this video game.
Yeah.
I know that.
I don't know if it's this one or is it the later one.
It might be later. We'll come back to it.
Oh.
Oh, look at all this shit. Many
What
things.
is
Is it here?
this?
Is it here? Left? Left from here? Left from here? Yeah!
Oh.
Oh!
Where are we going?
Where?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
What?
What?
Shitty wand pile.
At least someone has the decency to keep his trash tucked away. Take nap and pile of shitty wands?
Yes.
Are you sure? Might not be such a hot idea.
Do it.
Yes.
Game
over.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, we're fine now. Great.
I don't think you can actually interact.
Yeah,
with
I think you
these.
can only go into your own.
Yeah. So whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! It's a
What?
whole boom book. Yawn. You got an ath manual. It's so thick you could kill someone with this thing. And if you master what's inside, you just might kill everyone with it.
Didn't we decide that it was pronounced till death?
Yeah, technically speaking, it is.
I'm really glad that I've now realized that. That's fun.
You got a Tinkerbell plush. Rip, little buddy.
Aw.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Ah.
you got a whole mess of boom books. You guess you could use this as paperweights or something. No.
Now that one.
Mm.
Oh.
You got a teapot.
The
Does that
teapot.
help?
You got
Does
a
any of this
wicked
help?
elixir. Chug the
Yeah.
beverage immediately. Your vitals remain unchanged.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, man, yeah. Good. Oh, shit.
You got a beautiful work of fine art. Just why? Why would this exist? Why would someone put this in a chest?
Don't touch my box.
Hell yeah.
Yo, you got home smell you later. So fresh.
So fresh. What's going on here? Yeah, what's this shit? What the hell's that thing?
Whoa. Whoa. What's all this noise?
I want this. This is mine.
You got a box of fruit troll-ups. Tongue
Fucking
tattoos
nice.
on every row. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about those.
couple lips.
Oh my god.
Goddamn delicious.
Troll Crocker's vile tendrils are everywhere.
I think go for the... Oh, wait. I think that's later. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm wrong.
What?
Is this the end one? Or I don't know. Try both. Doesn't
Think
matter.
so.
Oh. So many horrible memories for past Carcat. Beat him? Yes. Ah!
Oh.
I hate
You
this!
are now past Carcat. You are pretty much freaking the fuck out.
The worst! Look at that art style. Man, that's some old ass art style right there.
Yeah, I how things have changed.
Oh, how things. Yes, great. With that. No!
You gotta. Oh, dear God. Get that filth out of
Get
here!
filth out of here! That's fun. Okay, now we can go to the thingy.
This thing up here?
Mhm.
You don't even want to think about that day. Slime and wrigglers everywhere.
Okay, I'm wrong. Never mind. We have to walk back then.
Where is the... There it is.
That's pretty much everything you can do as Carcat, I think.
I think so. I don't remember.
Pretty sure.
Honestly.
I honestly cannot remember.
I think I remember some other paths we could have taken, maybe? Let's go back and check.
Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure you can't use any of
Yeah, you
Is that-
definitely
oh.
cannot.
Ooh,
Nah, it's gonna do that for all the ones but him.
damn. Okay. So
Dude.
that-
Try using the wall by the transporter?
What? Where?
Like on the right?
I'm not
This
sure.
over here?
I think we already did that. We did it on the left-hand side, yeah.
Oh, you mean like over there? Okay.
There's another chest there.
Yep.
And maybe another portal to the south.
You got the trusty clawsicle.
Nice.
Doesn't look like there's Carcat's room on the right.
I don't know.
Oh shit. Excuse me. Sorry.
Whoops. Pardon me, everybody. I'll be back, you shits. You shitheads, just stay here.
So like all the way down here?
Maybe. Maybe back in there?
In Carcat's room.
Oh! There's
Oh!
flip.
Oh!
I don't know what that did.
Try going back in here?
Just use each niche.
No? I see. Okay.
Or did that change something in the...
Yeah, I would check
Now
that.
left, okay.
Now left, okay.
Oh.
Is that it?
Oh!
Oh, what
You
is
guys
this?
thought I was fucking done. Let's go. What's this? What the hell?
Oh!
What is this shit?
Man, why has everybody got to dump their shit in your secret room? How are they even getting in here? This is so outrageous.
What? A
The-
Waffle House?
I don't think I can.
No.
A nigh horse?
Man, it's the same thing. Okay, so it looks like a bunch of Kanaya's clothes, fucking horseroni, and a fucking honey bee server.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad we found
The
that.
honeybee server. Okay, I do remember that.
I wonder if maybe I ever saw that too.
Neat.
Do. Carcat's theme is so catchy.
Yeah,
It
it's
is!
good.
Is there one to the south? Yeah, what's this? Oh,
You got a broken bow and arrow.
great.
Yay.
How helpful for me.
You got a chainsaw. Still some brown stains on it. Ugh.
At least I can get this one to work, though.
Oh.
You got a fairy poster. Lovely, albeit imaginary.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll keep it, I guess. What's that?
You got a beautiful muscle beast nude. You feel
Nope.
culturally enriched by this masterpiece.
Sure don't. Putting that one back. Bye.
You got the Crosby top. Say, who the heck is this douchebag anyway?
Jay's so happy. He knows a Polter icon that I don't.
Well, I also know who Charlie McCarthy was, but he didn't come back yet.
Oh.
You got a broken robot part.
Is that a drone?
No, it's
just
broken troll
Just a robot.
Probably some-
Equius. Equius makes him in his spare time.
Yeah. Whoa. Genetic abominations, once so threatening, now pose no challenge at all to players of your godly status. They are lucky to be asleep and behind glass. They are lucky to have your pity.
Is there a, what about the big one? Never mind. I want to see it though. Can we see that?
Trying to see
Oh,
if I can
what?
squeeze
What?
up there.
What?
This is some Metroid
There
shit.
you
What in
go.
the? What in the?
This is some Metroid shit.
What is that?
I like this.
That?
It's cool.
Oh, you know, just genetics. That's all.
Do they look like chess pieces, Jay?
That horse concerns me, but you know, maybe the horse does. I don't know about the oh, he's the bishop. Oh.
Yep.
And,
Hey, we're back.
I think that's everything.
That's everything Carcat can do.
Alright, I
That's-
think we should do the rest of this next time.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a good cutoff point. That's fun, and we can come back to this and just switch to a different character, and
Oh, yeah,
it won't affect anything.
You know
Yep.
what?
Huh?
Wait, we missed a chest.
You
Hey,
just
wait!
I'm right.
I wasn't done being the main character. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh,
shit, hold on.
Wait, that's not old.
Look away! Look away!
Oh,
Look away!
oh,
Spoiler!
There we
Spoilers.
go. Sorry.
People will
Oh,
pause
thanks.
it.
Bottom
my
right
friend.
down here somewhere, or
Back to being the main character as I should be. Thank you.
where's the chest in the whatchamacallit room, the chest room.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chest. Oh man.
Bottom
All right,
right.
here we go.
Come back.
All the way.
We're
gonna get it!
We're gonna get it. We're gonna
100% this fucking Flash game from like
It's gonna
2010.
It's gonna be some sugar cubes from the planet of little cubes of tea, and we're gonna be like, great, nice.
There
we
it is.
go.
Yep.
Is it
You got some glasses of fresh milk. But what is there to even get milk from around here? Oh, sweet Jesus.
Not worth it.
All right.
I need out of that.
Run.
It
Ah!
was milky soup.
There was a big hole.
Yeah, I don't know if it
thought I could find
was.
All right.
The only problem is that if I leave this browser window,
Guys,
it might reset the
it's
game.
okay. You don't need.
But
you don't need
It's fine.
all it, means
doesn't
is
matter.
that the chests will be refilled. That's really
Yeah,
the
right.
only
It
thing
does.
that'll
It
change.
doesn't matter. We just
fine.
opened them just now, all of them. It's fine.
Yeah, and it will be that way in the next thing, even though they won't. So anyway, folks, thanks for joining us for Friendsim. It's over.
There it goes.
Yeah,
We finished it.
we finished it.
we
But
finished
we'll be
Friendsim.
back. We're going to continue to read Homestuck.
Yeah.
And so Jake can continue to experience this masterpiece of an abomination.
I mean, maybe it's because I sprite edited Pokemon Platinum, but this is amazing! What the hell?
Yeah, this is very cool, isn't it, Jack?
That is so. I love the little sprites and the moving, talking sprites and then the wah. That's so cool.
I agree. I think that I really like the art style. Even though it's outdated now, it's very cool looking. And we'll be back to play Terezi and Vriska's storylines, I guess, without Friendsim from now on.
Yep, it's just going to be 3 hours straight of ham steaks.
I will
Hey.
adore it just as much.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop dicking around before I accidentally reveal more stuff. So,
Yeah,
All
let's get it.
right.
Well,
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.
Night,
It
folks.
was Homestuck. Swoop.